Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right, welcome back to Mucci Field as the band playing the alma mater here at Huron. Before we get into the national anthem, we remind you the national anthem will be brought to you tonight by Dave Hare Allstate Insurance. You can count on Dave Hare Allstate Insurance to protect what matters most to you. Located at West Perkins Avenue, call today for a free quote. You can call 419-626-9444. Again, 419-626-9444 for Dave Hare Allstate Insurance as the Marching Tigers. And here we go. We'll get ready for our national anthem. And our national anthem by the Marching Tigers. So, Brad Bannister, let's go ahead and line up what's going to be expected here tonight. First of all, Huron comes in here at 7-0. They beat first game of the year. They beat Norwalk at home 21-7. Willard 36-0. Oak Harbor 35-21. Vermilion 42-7. Port Clinton 25-6, and that's a good Port Clinton squad. Addison, another good team, 40-14. Bryan last week 44-22. Clyde on the other side came in here. Willard they beat 35-0. Perkins 41-20. Lost by 3 to Columbian, who's Division III and still has moved to the semifinals of Division III. Right. Sineski 34-27. Then lost that very unique game at Norwalk where they lost their quarterback and they were leading 7-6 in the middle of the third quarter. Norwalk kicks a 54-yard field goal. They go up top 9-7. Just everything went right for Norwalk. They win. And then lost a real close one on 2 busted pass plays against a very, very good first-ranked Bellevue Redmond football team who's playing Kenton tonight, 16-7. They went against Brookside 2 weeks ago, 42-6. They beat a really good Wauseon team last week, 28-15, and they come here tonight for a Huron. So right now it is Huron. They are averaging 34, almost 38 points a game, 243 yards of offense, giving up 11 points and about under 100 yards of offense at 77. Clyde averaging 27 points a game, gaining about 217. And defensively, they're giving up 16 points, 134 yards. And both teams that want to run the ball, both teams that want to throw the ball, Brad.
Yeah, they do. They're both very balanced. I think when you look at the Huron Tigers, first of all, a lot of stuff revolves around Cole Parker, their senior. He's got 977 yards on the season passing, 70 of 114. Running-wise, he's carried the ball 75 times for 329 yards. So he's a guy that he gets out of the pocket. You better be ready because he's going to take off. When he's handing the ball off, J.J. Holliday seems to be the guy he likes to give it to. 72 carries, 455 yards, and 8 TDs. He likes to spread it out to a Richie Delaney, a Jacob Lamb, and a Caden Staley. Those are his 3 primary targets. But one thing we know, covering Clyde, is that defensive front is going to make Cole Parker be very alert because they like to put a lot of pressure on the opposing quarterbacks. On the Clyde side, looking at their offense, you got Jaden Cook. For the year, he was 88 of 138. 1,231 yards. He also carried the ball 32 times for 104. I do know when he got injured, he didn't carry it quite as often. I think the coaches have kind of informed him to, take it easy. We don't want to lose you. On the ground, though, John, let's go back to last week. Mike Daniels for Clyde, 45 carries for 305 yards. That's it's almost unheard of to ride a running back all the way like that, but he had a phenomenal game. But on the season, 222 carries for 1,062 yards, 14 touchdowns, and he likes to spray it around to a bunch, and Jaden Cook does, to a bunch of receivers. They're small, and they're quick, and they're fast. So I think this has the look of a very, very good football game tonight. I don't know, John, if you're going to see any team pull away. I could see this going down to the wire tonight.
So what do you think the keys to the game are? I would think the keys to the game are, can Huron's offensive line deal with Clyde's defensive front? Can Clyde's defensive 7 handle the throwing and scrambling of Cole Parker? That's my key to the game. I think Clyde will run the ball. I think they'll throw the ball. But I think it's going to be, can Clyde stop the Huron offense enough to maybe contain ball control and obviously turnover?
Yeah, you hit on a lot of things that I would have said too, and that is, like you said, the defensive front from Clyde, I have yet to see a team be able to handle those guys, keep them in check. The quarterback from Ocean running around forever. So that dual threat, Cole Parker, I think, could be the key to this game. If he plays well, I think Huron's going to do well.
All right, so the keys of the game brought to you by Second Chance Auto. 0 down payment, low monthly payments. Find a safe used car for a price you can afford. Buy from the owner, not salespeople. Whittlesey Avenue in Norwalk. We'll take our final timeout. When we get back, we're going to kick it off. It's Huron and Clyde. You're going to hear the ball game live here tonight on Eagle 99, part of the BAS Sports Network.
This is the UIS Insurance and Investments pregame show. Trusted advisors for all your insurance needs. We are counting you down to tonight's kickoff on the BAS Sports Radio Network.
Your family, the car that you bought when you were 18, the house you turned into a home. UIS Insurance and Investments protects what you love and provides security when you need it most. As an independent insurance agency, UIS Insurance and Investments is able to design a custom policy that's unique to you and assures that all things you love are safe and sound. For more information, go to uisprotect.com. UIS Insurance and Investments, trusted advisors for all your insurance needs.
Crown Battery, locally owned and operated, is pleased to support tonight's teams and takes this time to wish them luck for a successful season. The staff at Crown Battery recognizes the importance of teamwork both in and out of the classroom. That is why everyone at Crown Battery is a proud sponsor of not only tonight's broadcast, but a proud sponsor and contributor to our community, its athletic programs, and its educational infrastructure. Good luck and thank you from all the staff at Crown Battery, supplying you power since 1926.
Frickers has just what you want. Everyday values. Monday, boneless frickin' chicken wings. Tuesday, traditional frickin' chicken wings. Wednesday, steak day at Frickers. Thursday, frickin' chicken chunks. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, delivery, or order online at frickers.com. Everyday values are available at only one place. Dine-in, carry-out, delivery, and new at Frickers. Order online at frickers.com.
Miller Super Value in Clyde is the place to shop for great savings on groceries. Each week, hundreds of items are discounted to help you save even more. Check out their expanded meat department. For a great supper, shop Miller's extensive deli for fried chicken, wings, great salads, and side dishes. Taken Big Pizza and fresh daily sushi are now available. Miller Super Value, your hometown grocery, is proud of our Clyde Fliers. Go Flyers!
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
And welcome back to Mucci Field here at Memorial Stadium. We are ready to get this ball game underway. Again, Clyde will be kicking off to Huron. The Tigers will get the ball first, moving left to right. Again, in their home red jerseys, white numerals, gray, silver gray trousers, red helmets, white trim. Clyde in their road whites with blue numerals, a slight gold trim, yellow gold helmets, blue trousers, white stripes here, and they will be kicking off. So the Flyers trying to extend their season. They have their teams rebounding from such a big reload, but taking on a team that's probably going to be as balanced and as solid as they're going to have all year long with the Huron Tigers. Huron, on the other hand, they're at home. They're ready to try to get into the semifinals and see if they can kind of mirror what Clyde did last year with their senior-laden squad, and that is, let's get out of this region and represent this area down at the state tournament. The winners tonight will be in the region semifinals and be in the Final Four of the region.
Well, that wind has kicked up a little bit here, John, tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it did pick up a lot.
They'll be kicking with the wind.
And it looks to me for Clyde tonight, Jaden Cook, the quarterback, is going to do the kickoff duties. They have been having other folks kick off tonight, this season, Brad, and really teams have gotten really good field position. So let's see if Cook is going to help deliver a little bit better special teams play for Clyde here tonight against, again, this very explosive Huron Tiger offense. And there's the whistle, and we're going to approach the football, and we are underway. It's going to be end over end. It's going to bounce about the 20, be fielded at the 18 to the 20. To the right side, get on the sideline. It'll be picked up and dropped at the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Huron, moving left to right on the 28-yard line. Of course, coming out is going to be Cole Parker, the senior. He's 6'1", 175, and he is the man that dishes the ball around for this offense, and they are going to be a tough test here tonight.
Absolutely. 1,000 yards in the air, 300 yards on the ground. It's a very complimentary game for Cole Parker.
So they'll come to the line of scrimmage. They're going to go 3 receiver sets on the far side. Here on the near side facing us, they have a single setback. And Delaney right on the left side, and Parker's going to hand off to him up the middle. He'll get hit and drop to maybe pick up a yard, just get to the 30 or a hair pass. About 2.5 yards on the first play of the ball game.
And yeah, Walker Britt filled that hole nicely, and you're going to hear his name a lot tonight for Clyde Fliers.
So it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it a long 8. Just underway here tonight in Huron. Glad to have you. John Cohn along with Brad Bannister bringing you the action on Eagle 99. Again, on 92.1 The Wolf, it is Kenton and Bellevue, and we'll keep you updated on that game as we can. Again, 2nd and 9. Again, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near. Holiday just on the other side. Here comes a man in motion now, and they're going to go ahead, and Parker's going to keep it to the side. He's going to get hit, and he's going to get dropped, and he might not get anything. Good containment by the Clyde defense.
Yeah, Blue Norming again. You know, he's on the line. You'll hear his name a lot tonight as well. Pushing Cole to the side here, running him out of bounds.
Actually, maybe a loss of about a half a yard. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Obviously, passing situation. They wanted to test the outside of that defense for Clyde, obviously, and now the Tigers trying to get set up. Cole Parker, the senior quarterback, gets his call as they get quickly to the line of scrimmage. Actually, they spot the ball just behind the 30. 3rd and 9. 2 receivers now to each side. Parker looking for the snap. He has it. He's dropping straight back. He's looking. Nobody there. He's going to go ahead and run. That's what he does, and he'll get out of bounds, and I don't believe he got it. They're going to spot him out at about the 37.5-yard line, and that will not be enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down and about a yard and a half.
Yeah, Dylan Overmeyer and Jaron Bolger were just there enough to force him out of bounds before he got to the stick, so it looks like they're going to have to punt this.
So the Tigers are going to go back and step back in punt formation. Clyde should get good possession. It looks like Wilson's going to be the lone setback back at about his 25. There's a low snap. Clyde with the rush, a kick up. It's a wobbly one, but it's going to hit short, and it's going to give a good Clyde bounce for Clyde as it goes horizontally. Hits the turf, Brad, about the 38, and just horizontally went across the field, and Huron downs it, and Clyde will get it 1st and 10. And we're going to spot them right about they're going to spot that at the 38-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, not the home field bounce that Huron was looking for here. Because typically when it hits that turf, when it's cold like I think just likes to bounce forward, but they got no roll out of that.
Again, just underway here tonight. Beautiful Moochie Field, home of the Tigers. So Clyde with their first possession. They'll send Wilson out to the far side. They're coming in their double wing set right now. Actually, they take that back. They're going to go stack trips, and now they'll put one in motion to the right side. And they're going to hand off to Daniels right side. He powers across the 40, and he will get to about almost the 42-yard line. The pickup of looks like almost 4 in the first play for Clyde.
Yeah, on that right there, you had Jacob Lamb, who you'll hear his name a lot for Huron, kind of leads that linebacker platoon for Huron.
Second down and 6. 10:33 here, just into the ball game. Ball on the 42-yard line. Clyde sends 3 receivers here near us. And it looks like Cook back. He looks to the sideline. And Daniels to his left. And now he'll step back in the pistol. Now Daniels move to his right. And they'll give to Daniels again up the middle. He gets tripped up. He'll get across the 45 to almost the 46. And we saw that a lot from Daniels last week, Brad. They grab him by the ankles, and he just can't quite keep it going. But he does get enough to make it 3rd and short. It's going to be 3rd and about, I will say, a long 3 yards.
Yeah, and for Huron, that's what they need to do with Daniel. He's a big back and get him down around the legs, because if you try to get him on top, you're not going to be able to tackle him.
All right, Clyde's got 2 receivers to each side now. Daniels to the right. They give the Daniels up the middle. Head down, and I don't know that he got it. It depends where the spot is going to go.
I don't think they're stopping McClank. He's going to be short, John.
Yeah, it does look like it, where they put the beanbag. And, of course, last week we saw, 3 measures? And we're going to get a measure here. Holiday on the tackle. And this will be, we saw, 2 measures the whole regular season. We saw 3, I think at least 3, maybe 4 last week.
Yeah, it's something that I think they want to try to avoid if they can.
Absolutely.
But the way they have that marked right there, John, I just don't see it being a first down. He looks clearly a yard short.
All right, the ball almost to the 48, which would be about a half yard short, and they're going to go ahead and set it down. Now they move the chain again. Now they reset it, and now it looks like it will be short by about a half a yard, maybe a foot. Let's see what Clyde wants to do. Ryan Carter, not shy. And he's going to go ahead and send in a different unit. They're going to bring in their double wing set.
This will be interesting to see what Huron does, because they usually run a 3-man front defensively.
Right.
So, in a running situation, a 3-man front can be a little bit difficult to stop running plays.
All right, so Clyde will go for it on their side of the field, just about a half yard. They throw a 4-man front, does Huron. Now Jaden Cook, the quarterback. They're creeping up. He's trying to draw them off sides is what he's trying to do. And it'll be a handoff. They give it up here, and it's going to be a first down. Daniel spins and turns, and he'll get to the 46. That time they went off left guard and tackle, and Daniels got hit, spun, and got to the 46 of the Tigers, so it will be 1st and 10 Clyde.
Yeah, and that's a situation where Huron committed a lot of guys to the line of scrimmage, and if you can break that initial line, that gives you that opening in the back.
Good play call by Clyde to go off tackle that time. Getting a little bit more to the outside. Now it's going to be Cook stepping back to the pistol. 3 receivers to the right side. Daniels to his right. First drive for the Flyers here. Back to throw. They're going to possession. The flare pass out here. It's going to be caught by Lozier. Lozier's going to get the first down. They're going to get it out to the 35-yard line. Just flared him out of the backfield, Brad. And 1st and 10 Clyde at the 35 of Huron.
Yeah, Delaney Ritchie for Huron was on that stop right there, but gave Wilson a little bit too much room.
Of course, they got Lozier out of the backfield is who had that. And actually, Lozier turned the corner. 1st and 10 Clyde at the 35. Again, moving right to left. They're showing blitz right now. Now they back off. Just again, a 3-man front by the Tigers. They hand off to Daniels. He gets by the line of scrimmage. He spins and turns. He's going to pick up a few off right guard. And he'll pick up maybe 2 yards. They're going to spot him at about the 38.
And that was Quinn Spitzley coming up from the linebacker spot, making a tackle on Michael Daniels. So a nice job filling those holes.
So actually what they're doing right now with the 3-man front, they're letting the backers stand back and look and see where the blocker's going, then trying to jam the holes in there.
Sure. And it makes them a lot more athletic because you got a little quicker guys that can plug and move in space.
Second down and 8:20 to go in the first quarter of play. They're going to throw it out here. They're going to flare it out to Lozier again. He gets good block. He gets across the 30, spins and turns, and he'll get down right about the 25-yard line, very close to the first down.
And I don't know if, they're moving the flags right now, so that is a first down. Again, the defensive backs for Huron given just a little bit of a cushion, and Clyde taking advantage of that.
And Huron, obviously, they've got to respect the Clyde running game. So, therefore, Brad committed inside the tackles. Clyde's just going ahead and hitting the perimeter right now. Let's see what happens. They're nearing the scoring zone. Let's see what happens. And they're going to pitch it out here. Daniels cuts up the middle. Boy, he gets hit right at the line of scrimmage, and there's a little hello from the Huron defense.
Oh, yeah, you had Quinn Spitzley coming up, Jacob Lamb coming up, making a stop right at the point of attack. Great pursuit by Huron.
2nd down and 10. 7.5 to go here in the first quarter. No score here tonight at Mochi Field between Huron and Clyde. And this is the first drive of the night for the Clyde Fliers. Huron got the ball first, went 3 and out. Clyde elected to go for it on 4th down to keep their drive alive. Now they find themselves 2nd and 9 going back is Cook. Cook's going to be flushed out here. And he overthrows the tight end. That time, good pressure by the Huron defense as they blitzed in. He just could not get it to Greenslade.
Oh, that was J.J. Holiday busting through the line for Huron. And then on coverage, you had Cole Parker, the quarterback for Huron, and there was nothing there. He was sticking right with his man, and incomplete pass for Clyde.
That time, Cook tried to float it over Parker, which he did, but the receiver didn't adjust his route in order to be able to go with it where he led him. So big 3rd down play here in the ball game. Of course, Clyde went for 4 down on their own 46. Let's see what they do here. Cook back to throw. He's rolling. He's going to step up in the pocket, and he's going to get sacked. That time, nowhere to go, and the Huron defense throws Clyde for a sack, and it'll be 4th and 13 at the 27.
And, John, you're seeing a little bit what a 3-man front does allow you to do because they're quick. Those backers and that safety come up, and it gives them a lot of freedom to run that a typical 4-man front doesn't let you do.
So both these teams matching up early here, Brad. That's very nice to see how they're chess matching a little bit on how they're going at things. It's a big 4th down play. Clyde, I don't know if they have a 4th and 16. We haven't seen them really go deep or anything like that in quite a long time. They've got 3 receivers set to the right side, and it's going to be Cook. He's looking there. He's looking for the bubble screen. He gets it out here to Daniels. Daniels, his head down, spins and turns, but he does not get just past the line of initial line of scrimmage to the 24, and they will turn it over on downs.
Yeah, that was a great job by Huron knowing the down and distance. They knew he needed a long way to go. Let him catch it, come up, make the tackle. Great defensive stand for the Huron Tigers.
Right, so 0-0, 6-16. We've seen about half the quarter go, and 2 possessions.
About what we expected. Kind of a football game we expected, and so far through the first series for each team, it's exactly what we've gotten.
So it was an 11-play drive for Clyde, and just to mention, not to jinx any team, but no penalties so far in this ball game. Clyde's showing blitz, and they're going to hand it off, and they will get blitz, and it will be a big loss. Well, a loss of 2, that time.
And that was a series of Clyde tacklers coming up from Blue Norman to Jaron Bolger, kind of a team tackle for the Clyde Fliers there.
Okay, so they're going to say that ended up getting back to the line of scrimmage, which makes it 2nd down and 10. Second down and 10. 3 receivers to the far side. Clyde showing blitz again, and here they come again. And it's going to be Cole Parker throwing it out here. He's going to complete. He's got a receiver down the sideline. He gets across Clyde territory into about the 44 of the Flyers on the run through a rope. First up, nice pass play we've seen from Huron tonight. Nice on the rope catch and pitch, and there they go.
Oh, it's a great crossing pattern by Richie Delaney about 15 yards out. Clyde was bringing the pressure, and they slipped it right in between there. Excellent play. Bolger was on the coverage for Clyde there.
And it was good coverage. Yes. Just a perfect pass. Perfect pass. All right. Huron on the move, left to right, as you hear it here tonight. Again, 2 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side. Here comes a man in motion. It's going to be a first penalty, and it's going to be procedure against the Tigers.
And, John, you just brought up what a clean game we were playing here, too, about the first 6 or 7 minutes. I think you did jinx it here a little bit.
Well, they're going to get excited. Teams come out and they're fairly focused. It's going to be a loss of 5 back to the 49, 1st and 15. But now you get the big play. You get excited. You want to get to the line of scrimmage, right? And it just happens for kids.
Well, you want that momentum. You want to get it moving in your favor. And that's a lot of times picking up the pace a little bit can help you do that thing.
Absolutely. So coming here to the near side is going to be Jacob Lamb. And also on the near side is going to be Delaney. And those are favorite targets. Here comes a man in motion. They're looking. They're going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught. It's going to be caught by Holiday. He's going to get knocked out of bounds. He will not get the first down, but he'll pick up a good portion. He'll pick up about 9 to the 40 to the 39 of Clyde, almost 10 yards on that pass play. Flared him out. as they sent the receivers deep, and they flared it out to Holiday, and he turned the corner.
That's exactly what happened. Wilson went deep with the Huron receiver, and that just opened that up for them to drop that in there.
So it's going to be second down and 5:28 to go here in the first quarter play, moving quickly. Here tonight, the Tigers and the Flyers going at it. Again, here comes man in motion, Delaney. He's going to go ahead and counter, and this time trying to get the first down with nowhere to go. What a tackle by the Flyers, but it was Holiday on a counter, and he was about ready to go big, and he got pulled from the jersey from behind.
Yeah, Walker Britt on the tackle for Clyde, and he's lucky that he got him because he was, like I said, he was a shirt away from breaking out for a touchdown.
It was a great counter play.
Yes, it was.
So it's going to be third down, and we'll call it 3. Exactly 5 minutes to go in the first. Splitting out to the far side is Anko. And 3 receivers here to the near side. Cole Parker against Staley in motion again. He's looking to roll the left side. He's rolling. He's looking across the middle. He's got a guy wide open, and it's going to be in and out of his hands. That time he did a double move on the backside, out of the backfield, Delaney, and he cannot haul it in, and he was wide open.
Oh, John, that was a situation where they just kind of ran a little bit of a wheel route around the corner, and he had the Clyde defensive player beat, and it was actually on the money there, and he just dropped the ball. Should have been 6 for Huron.
He was so wide open.
And if there's one thing we know with Clyde, probably the weakest part of their defense is the back end of it. It seems like, covered receivers has been a little bit of a difficulty for them this year, and Cole made that come true.
So here we go on this side. We got Delaney here on this near side. 3 receivers on the far side. Clyde showing man. And they're going to go ahead and throw it. And they're going to go across the middle. It's intercepted by Overmeyer. Overmeyer at the 40. Looking for a block. He cuts to the middle. He's at the 40 of Huron. He's out of bounds at the 35-yard line of the Tigers. And Dylan Overmeyer has to be an all-SBC linebacker out of Clyde. Finds himself with a huge interception. We got officials talking in the middle of the field. And I don't know that I see a flag. Do we see anything on the...
I don't see a flag back here, John. But
we're going to get a call. We're going to get a call right now.
Blindside block, yeah.
10-yard penalty on the blindside block. And update for you, Bellevue right now, 8-0. Bellevue on top of Kenton. And here Clyde gets the interception, and they will have it 1st and 10 as they get the interception to thwart this beautiful drive by the Huron Tigers.
That is a 60-yard penalty for the Clyde Flyers because they had the ball at the Huron 30, and that penalty must have taken place right during the interception because Overmeyer did a great job. He caught it right around where they're at right now. So that
actually
penalty,
caught it about the 30.
Yeah, so...
All right, so Clyde's got it 1st and 10 at their own 25. Again, 4:29 to go here in the first. 2 receivers to each side. This game going back and forth here early. Cook hands off to Daniels, bounces to the outside. He puts his head down. He plows forward and picks up a few more. Boy, he is very good after contact. Got his legs driving and got to the 29. So it'll be a pickup of 4 off the right side of the Clyde offensive line. Be second down, we'll call it a long 5.
And again, those linebackers, it was a team effort there, but they're just running to the football and getting to the outside to make Daniels take them down.
What a good matchup between these two teams. Jaden Cook, the quarterback, takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's going to quick throw it out here in a slant. It's going to be caught by Wilson. Wilson gets the first down, breaks the tackle, goes down the sideline, and they will whistle him out where? They're going to whistle him out at the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Clyde on the pass. And Wilson's the one Clyde player defensively and offensively that's got enough speed to break a big one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's what his game's built around is being athletic, being quick, getting the ball, whether it be defensively or offensively. And in that situation there, that was Lucas Winnestaff for Huron that, again, gave him that cushion. As soon as Brady caught that ball, though, and he tried to run up and make a tackle, Brady ran around him.
Here comes a man in motion. That's Caden Berger. Clyde's going to run off the right side. Boy, Breaking Daniels gets across the line of scrimmage, pounds forward, gets off on the linebacker, and will power forward to almost the 48-yard line. Pickup of 8, and Daniels one of those running backs that we saw last week, 45 carries. He gets stronger as the game goes on. Let's see if Clyde continues to run it hard.
And that's one thing Huron's going to have to do is bring him down when they first make contact with him. They're going to have to wrap him and get him low.
2nd and 2, 3:21 to go here in the first. No score in Huron. Cook back to throw. He's looking. He's going long. He's got a guy open. It's going to be, what do we have?
Oh, that's a catch.
Yeah, it is a catch. And whoever got it, we'll try and see who it was, if it was Wilson or not. But right over the defender's hand. I'm not sure who the defender was, Brad.
Yeah, on that was Dylan Holler was on the coverage. And actually it wasn't bad coverage because Cook underthrew it just a little bit. But Brady Wilson was able to jump up, high point the ball, get his foot in bounds for about a 35-yard catch.
So our first team to get into the Fremont floor covering red zone are the Clyde Fliers on the 19-yard line with 3:09 to go here in this first quarter. So Clyde goes right down the sideline with a long pass. Here comes a man in motion. That's Greenslade, the tight end. They're going to hand off to Daniels. He gets a hole. He gets cross. He gets 5. He gets 6. He gets to almost 8, down to the 12. So right now Daniels having his way. He's going to pick up about 7, and Clyde moving now methodically with 2:55 to go in the first.
And that's not a good sign when you're Huron and Richie Delaney at the safety position is coming up to make that tackle and make contact about 5 yards past the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 2. Jaden Cook, the junior quarterback. I believe Clyde's going to lose about 5 starters from this team. So next year it'll be the reverse. Have a lot of starters coming back on this Clyde offense. Handoff, Daniels. He gets hit, spins, and backs in. I believe he's going to have the first down at about the 7-yard line. It will be 1st and goal, Clyde at the 7 again in the Fremont floor covering red zone.
Yeah, Cody Mamir came up from Huron to make the initial hit on him right about the line of scrimmage, but Mike Daniel was able to turn and kind of spin and back his way to a first down.
So the Flyers kind of just methodically trying to move down the field. Has some pressure on the Huron defense. Let's see if Huron can stand here. Hand off. They get to an up back this time and getting down to about the 3. They sneak in there. It looked like, yeah, it was 3. It says Dylan Overmeyer, the linebacker, came in as a fullback kind of, and they get him on a quick hitter up the middle, and it's going to be spotted down to about the 3-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and goal at the 3 with 1:47 to go.
Yeah, Clyde's doing a nice job just opening up the interior of that defense.
Here comes Daniels, the left side. He gets in, and it's a score. Touchdown by Clyde Fliers as Daniels goes in from 3 at the 1:38 mark.
This situation for Huron is just going to have to find a way to seal that line of scrimmage, whether it's bring those backers up a little closer to the line. But right now, Clyde's able to pick that apart, push them the way they want them, create holes for Daniels to get through.
And now the Flyers trying to get the extra point. And it will be Sydney Holman for the Flyers. One of 2 female place kickers that we know of in the area. And Holman looking to convert. Cook is the holder. They look for the snap. It's there. The kick is up. It's end over end. It's the bar and goes over.
I think that might have been partially blocked.
It was partially blocked. Okay, well, we've got our Fremont Athletic in-game scoreboard. Right now, we're going to take a timeout. It's Clyde 7, Huron nothing. We'll be back after this on Eagle 99.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92 on the Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Members save more at Friendship. Register for your Friendship loyalty card today and enjoy member perks like free coffee Mondays and member promotions on great items like Rockstar 16-ounce cans, 3 for $3.77, where with every purchase, members get entered for a chance to win an Xbox One collector's console, plus everyday great deals on Muddy Buddy and Gardetto chips, 2 for $4, Hostess singles, 2 for $3, and 20-ounce Coke bottles, 3 for $4. Stop in today. Friendship, you're always welcome.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
And welcome back. Our first score of the ball game. It is by the Clyde Fliers. They win a 3-yard battle with Daniels going in, and $100 donated by Sunrise Cooperative again, donated to Fueling the Cure.
I'm really interested to see how Huron comes back and answers that, because they're 7-0 for a reason.
They get the kickoff at the 21 right up the middle, and they get hit, but nice return. And Caden Staley, he hit a wall and spun and got hit again. It was hard hitting, but he'll get it up to the 31. Good field position for the Tigers. I expected the Tigers to come out and start lighting it up a little bit.
Yeah, I do too. On that tackle, you had Cadenberger coming down, Andrew Bauer, the guys that play defense. Both these teams, John, have a lot of players that go both ways and play significant roles both ways.
So the Tigers with the ball, this will be their third possession. They went 3 and out and punted. Second possession, they went 2, 4, 6. And we're driving down the Clyde 37 through an interception. And now they've got the ball again, finding themselves down 7-0, but with the ball, good for the position at their own 31. And here they're going to pitch it out to the outside, and it's going to be a nice cutback. And with the ball and running hard is going to be a first down by Holiday. He was able to cut up inside the defensive back and found about a 15, 16-yard gain all the way to the 49. That's going to be a pickup of 18 on the pitch to Holiday.
Yeah, Parker pitched that ball right before he got hit, got it to J.J. Holiday, and he put a great move on Bolger, made his way up, and Brady Wilson had to come off his defensive back to make that tackle.
2 receivers to the far side, 1 here to the near side. Near side is Richie Delaney. Again, Cole Parker back. Here comes Delaney in motion. They're going to hand up and counter back up the middle, and this time getting the first down as they hand it off to their speedster, and that's J.J. Holiday, 5'7". He gets across, and he gets nice yardage off that first down run. Almost 6, I'll say, to about the Clyde 46.
Yeah, Brady Wilson again for the tackle for Clyde. And again, that says a lot. When your cornerbacks are making tackles, it means you're doing a lot of things up front. And Clyde's got to find a way to seal off this right side of the Huron line.
So the Tigers with 3 to the left, 1 to the near side. Parker looking for the snap. He's got it. He's going to hand off again. And this time he cuts back up the middle. Holiday, he's got some running room, but he gets hit again. And we've got a penalty flag at the 46-yard line. And they finally bring him down. And let's see what it's going to be. It'll be holding against the offense. So the Tigers, unfortunately, are going to get called for holding. Maybe that's why Holiday got open and cut back. But I tell you what, they've decided he's too quick for these guys. We're going to get him the ball in open field. And, man, they're doing a good job right now.
Yeah, and he's doing a nice job cutting back against the grain. All these plays so far this series has been heading right for Huron. So they see something on this side of the field and on this side of Clyde's defensive line that they feel that they could take advantage of.
13 seconds to go here. Let's see if we get this play off. 7 seconds. See if Parker's going to get the snap. He is. He's looking to throw. He's rolling right. He's being flushed out of the pocket. He's going to throw it out here. It's going to be caught, and he's going to be dragged down right at the original line of scrimmage, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So we'll be back with second quarter of action. Huron with the ball. It'll be 3rd down and 10 at the 50-yard line, and do we have another time? I thought maybe we had a penalty. No, they're going to call it the quarter. Okay, we'll take a timeout. We want to remind you are listening to playoff action here tonight. This is Fremont Federal Credit Union Division IV, Region 14 quarterfinals on Eagle 99.
My job is to ask you about life insurance. Please don't make it my job to tell your family you didn't have any. At Welty Insurance Group, they're here to put your mind at ease with life insurance that will work with you for a policy that has your family's future covered. Life insurance is because you love them. Our family protecting yours. Welty Insurance Group, representing Erie Insurance. Call today, 419-334-4477.
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1, The Wolf, and 100.9 Coast Country. Stop into any of our convenient offices or visit us online at fremontfcu.com to check out the credit union difference. We offer local decision-making on loans, making the process fast and easy for our members. Investing in our communities and our youth are what we're all about. Visit us at fremontfcu.com. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
And welcome back here to Mucci Field at Memorial Stadium in Huron. The Tigers with the football. They find themselves down 7-0 in Clyde Fliers. They have a 3rd down and 10 at their own 49-yard line, now moving right to left. Of course, your in-game scoreboard brought to you by Fremont Athletic Supply. So let's see what the Tigers want to do. They've been getting a heavy dose of Holiday right here. 455 yards on the season. Clyde showing blitz. Here they go. They're running out here. It's going to be thought it's going to be incomplete. That time, I think a little pressure by the Clyde defense forced Cole Parker to get rid of that one, Brad, and unfortunately was unable to convert.
Yeah, Walker Britt was busted through that line and just pushed the defense actually aside and got a hand up in Cole Parker's face, and that's going to force Huron to punt.
So the Tigers are going to send out Noah Anko, and he's going to go ahead and punt the football. He's a senior. And Clyde will get the ball again. They got a couple back around their 10. Almost get a hand. It's a short punt, but it is high. It's going to bounce and definitely be a bounce for the Tigers. Clyde lets it go, and they're going to try and stop it, and they do about the half-yard line. That time, if you're a Clyde special teamer, you got to pick it up. Boy, I tell you what, it took a nice turn right at the end for the Huron Tigers, and Clyde will have first and 10 at their 1.
Yeah, that's really tough, though, as a returner when that ball bounces about 10 to 12 yards in front of you and Huron's coming down at the exact same time. Do you try to make that attempt at field? Because I know if you don't pick it up clean, somebody yelled and you run a sideline.
Well, you turn it over or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So either way, just underway here, 11:45 to go in the first half. Tonight here at Mucci Field, beautiful facility.
Now Clyde's at their half-yard line, 1 yard line. I mean, I'm sure Huron's thinking about putting some pressure on, seeing if they can somehow get a stop in the backfield.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, they're going to show a 4-man front, and here they go. Hand off Daniels. He goes off the left side. He's going to get 5, and he'll get maybe 5, almost 6. They go off left tackle this time. And they're going to spot him at about the 7-yard line. Big first down run by Daniels. You said Daniels had quite a few carries here so far.
Yeah, so far, Mike, he's on pace to carry 44 times, 44 times this game. 11
Second down and 6. He gets it again. He powers forward very close to the first down. I think he's going to have the first down at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, they're moving the sticks, and Clyde's doing just enough to push Huron off the line right now.
Well, we always say, sometimes the best defense is not letting your other team's offense get on the field, right? Well, right now, Clyde's doing that. Time of possession, we'll see if we can get official stats at halftime. And Clyde is going to have their first penalty, as it's going to be a jump. On the bad side, look like Mason Dick over there jumped offensively, and they'll move it back 5. So that's going to put Clyde first and 15. They're going to spot it back to the 7. So their first penalty of the night. Again, as I said, they get excited. They want to get going. And unfortunately, you don't want to do that too many times in your part of the field. Great night here tonight. Glad you're with us on Eagle 99. Again, all our Erie County listeners, glad to have you join us. One receiver here to the near side, 2 to the far side for Clyde. Here comes a man in motion, and they're going to hand off to Daniels. He goes up all that, cuts back across the 12, and gets up to almost the 13, almost the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of about 6. So it looks like he'll pick up the majority of that penalty and 1 more yard, make it 2nd down and 9.
Yeah, and Elijah Perkins for Huron coming up to make that stop, moving down the line. He's a defensive lineman, left side end for Huron.
2 different kind of runners here tonight. Holiday is quick, speed, boom, cut back and get going. Daniels just go forward. Again, here comes a man in motion. That's Greenslade, the tight end. They're going to hand off, give to Daniels. He's going to get stepped up in the middle, and they throw him for maybe a gain of a half a yard at the most. And so the Huron Tigers that time do a good job stopping him.
Oh, you got
They're
Ian.
down in 8.
Yeah, Ian Wellborn for Clyde, Jacob Lamb, for Huron, and Jacob Lamb for Huron, all taken and pushing in on that offensive line for Clyde.
Clyde's going to show 3 receivers here to the near side, 1 on the far side, and Cook obviously in a passing situation.
This is big because of the wind, John.
Yeah.
If they don't get this first down, Huron's going to have very good field position with him kicking into that wind.
Update in Bellevue. Bellevue goes up 14-7. Cook throws over here. It's going to be caught to Lozier. Lozier at the 20 puts his head down, gets another couple more yards, and Lozier fights his way for the first down. That was a great individual play by Will Lozier.
Yeah, he was on the inside slot, and the outside receivers took off down the field, and he just kind of snuck out in the flats and had enough of a cushion to just get that first down.
So the Huron Tigers defense has been on the field for a while. They'd obviously like to get this ball back. There's a lot of time left here in this first half. 7-0 Clyde with the lead. Here comes Daniels. He'll power off left guard, and he'll pick up a handful. And it looks like Daniels is getting 3 or 4 yards per carry. He's up to the 28. Another pickup of 4. I guess if it works, you keep on doing it.
Yeah, and Wilborn again in the middle of that defense for Huron getting a stop.
Now the Tigers showing a 4-man front now here pretty much and changing things a little bit. They go ahead, and they're looking to throw, and they got Wilson open, and he stretches out, and he catches the ball. Did you see that? Oh, my. Wilson completely stretched out parallel, hung on to it, caught the ball at the Huron 46. And that was brought to you by Eye Centers of Northwest Ohio. See 2020 in 2020 with a customized eye care plan at the Eye Centers of Northwest Ohio. You might not see a better catch than what we just saw there.
Oh, he just came, ran about 10 yards down the field, broke on a slant across the middle, and if Cook could have hit him in stride, he would have ran right past Cole Parker for a touchdown.
So Clyde is in now Huron Tiger territory. They've got the lead with 8:06 to go here in the second quarter. Here comes Greenslade in motion right to left. Looking, they hand off to Daniels. Daniels gets by the first defender, cuts out to the outside. That time he missed a hole up the middle, pushed it to the outside. Nice defensive pressure by the Tigers off on the right side.
Oh, Richie Delaney did a great job pushing and fighting off the block and then coming up to make the tackle.
So we're a gain of maybe a yard. It looks like we have a penalty here against the Flyers. It looks like it's going to be a hold against Clyde. That's going to set them way back into their own territory. And so is Greenslade with the penalty. And it will be a 10-yard penalty, boy. It's going to make it 1st and 20 for the Flyers.
Yeah, and it was, again, a great job by Huron, just kind of taking on the block, shedding him, and then coming up to make the tackle.
So the penalty shoots them in the foot. And let's see if the Huron Tiger defense can capitalize now with a big penalty by the Clyde. 2 receivers each side for the Flyers. They're moving left to right. And looking to throw. Cook's going to throw it along on the right side, and he's got Lozier. He just overthrows.
Boy, did Cook take a lot of pressure there.
Yes, he did.
That was Richie Delaney again. I've said his name a lot tonight already, but coming off that left edge and made Cook get rid of that ball quicker than he wanted to, and he couldn't get the ball to Will Lozier down here on the sideline.
You know, Cook, a junior, this is his first-year quarterback in this squad, right? Had got hurt and missed a couple of games. But the one thing I do know about him, the few games that we've done, is that he never underthrows a receiver. If he misses you, he misses you long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Which is actually a good thing,
right?
Because you definitely don't want to underthrow anybody.
They're 2nd down and 20. I'm not sure what kind of play you have here. They're looking at a quick hitter out here. It's going to be possession to Wilson. He'll pick up 10 to about the 46 of the Tigers, and I'll make it 3rd down and 10.
And a nice job by Dylan Holer and Cole Parker both, just kind of knowing where they're at and what they need to do, keep him in front of them, not give up a big play.
Remember, Clyde will get the ball to start the second half of play. They did win the toss, and they deferred to the second half. Moving left to right with the lead and the ball, the Flyers. And it's going to be under 7 minutes to go. They're showing blitz. Cook's going to throw it off the left side. He's got one up in the air. It's going to be caught. Oh, another catch on the left side. Went straight up over the defender, and that's Wilson again. And right over top of the defender, Dylan Holer.
Man, you know, Dylan had incredible defense.
He's 6'2".
Yeah, he was right on him. And it's just a situation, again, where Wilson was able to jump up. The ball was slightly underthrown. He was able to jump up, catch the ball, and still get his feet in bounds on that far sideline.
30-yard pass play for Clyde. They are now, again, in the Fremont floor covering red zone. 6:48 to go. Here comes Daniels. He fumbles the football. It's loose on the ground. Who does it belong to? If we had Brad Bannister on the sideline, we would know.
Yeah, they're going to keep possession, but that's a situation where Huron almost had it. Yeah, they had a gift there where they could stop this, build some momentum, maybe heading into halftime.
They picked up 2.5 yards on the fumble. The ball is spotted at we're at the 13, we're going to say. About the 14-yard line, we'll say. Pickup of 2. Jaden Cook under center. He's going to hand off to Daniels. Daniels gets hits one, spins, and tries to keep his feet moving. He powers almost down. They're going to spot him about the 6-yard line. That'll be a pickup of almost 7.
Yeah, they stopped the clock. They are moving the chains, so it will be a first down inside
first
the 10.
and goal. First and goal. And they're going to spot him as soon as we get the spot here. They're going to spot him at the 6. So Clyde again in scoring opportunity in the female floor covering red zone, moving left to right. 5:55 to go here in this first half of play. A couple big pass plays by the Flyers have really moved them down the field. Daniels, left side, stutters, head down, spins, fights. He does not get in. He gets down to about the 2. He'll pick up 4 on that gain off left tackle. Clock running at 5:35. Clyde up 7-0.
Yeah, and that was J.J. Holiday in on the tackle again for the Huron Tigers, but not after they picked up 3-4 yards.
Both these teams have a lot of their key players, Brad, going both ways.
Yeah, and it can get tiring.
Absolutely, sure. Absolutely. All right. I'm glad you're with us here tonight on Eagle 99. Great ball game here in Division IV, Region 14. Winner gets in the semifinals. Daniels off the left side. He puts his head down. He scores. Daniels into the end zone. His second touchdown of the night. So the Flyers extend their lead to 13-0, awaiting the extra point, and that's a great drive by Clyde.
Yeah, it's just a nice combination of some nice throws by Jaden Cook, great catches by Brady. He made 2 fantastic catches on that series, and then also just handing that ball off to Mike Daniels.
Let's see if the Flyers can convert the extra point. That was a 16-play, 99-yard drive by Clyde to score Daniels on the 2-yard run. Holman in, last extra point got blocked, but still went up, hit the crossbar. There's a hold, there's a kick. It's up, and it is up, and it is good. So your in-game scoreboard by Fremont Athletic Supply. It is Clyde 14, Huron nothing. We'll be back with the final 5:06 of the first half after this on Eagle 99.
I am the bride of Frankenstein. But I'm also the mom of Frankie Jr. and Francine Frankenstein. And just because we're monsters, boo, doesn't mean the pandemic hasn't affected us. First, my 8-foot husband with his big borrowed heart asked if his buddy Igor could move back in the laboratory. I mean, I love the guy, I do, but that breath of his, frankly, it's scary. And that's wearing a mask. 6 feet apart. How about 12 feet, Igor? And this virtual learning? Oh, it's enough to drive a parent. No offense to the Dracula family. Batty! That's why we are thrilled to get out of the castle and go to Boo at the Columbus Zoo for safe Halloween fun. There's treat stations, a jack-o'-lantern seek and find, a pirate party, and more. Just schedule your entry time at columbuszoo.org. Oh, look, kids, there's the werewolf family. Looks like someone hasn't gotten their hair done in a while. Or their nails. Woof.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
And welcome back here to Mucci Field on Memorial Stadium in Huron, home of the Tigers. Tigers, number 1 seed, find themselves down by 2 scores, 14-0. They will receive the ball here with 5:06 to go in the half. And Cook will approach it, and Cook will kick it off. End over end, be fielded right at the 21 to the 30. Boy, quickly up the right side. Nice return that time. Stafford looked like he got it, and he moved it all the way up to about the 36. Good field possession for the Huron Tigers, and how important would it be for them to get into the end zone and get into halftime and kind of cut this lead?
I think this is huge for Huron. I mean, you're never out of the game in the first half, obviously. No. I mean, and they're 7-0 because they're a really good football team. But at some point here, they're going to have to make something positive happen. They need to stay penalty-free on this drive, and they need to get some sort of points out of this.
Well, their offense moved well with Holiday. Let's see what they go. They've not really thrown the ball that well tonight so far. All right, Clyde showing blitz. Parker looking. He's going to keep it himself up the middle. He's going to get off the left tackle. Boy, he's going to have a first down. That time the direct quarterback keeper, a little delayed draw, and he will get a first down on the 48. So they do decide, Brad Bannister, let's mix it up a little bit, and that was a great call.
Yeah, it gave him a little bit of a read action where he could kind of keep it maybe or hand it off, and then he just took it up the middle, and it wasn't until they got all the way down to Andrew Bauer about 10 yards, 15 yards past the line of scrimmage.
Shelby over Oberlin right now, 14-10. The winner will play the winner of this game. So at their own 48-yard line, the Tigers in good field position, 1st and 10, moving right to left. They're going to go ahead and send this receiver out to the left side. Now the quarterback's going to keep it. He's got wide open field. He's going to get the first down, and he'll get more. Boy, sent everybody deep. Everybody's covered. He said, okay, I'll run it some more. Of course, with a lot of 329 yards and 8 touchdowns on the ground, I think you're seeing Cole Parker kind of dial it up a little bit right now.
And that's the one thing we knew coming in, that with the Clyde pressure and their defense and attacking blitzing style, if Cole Parker can break through and can use his legs, he's going to be able to do some damage. And we've seen it this drive. The first time, actually, all game, we've seen him really take that dual threat and use it to the advantage.
Absolutely. 2 receivers on the far side, 1 here to the near. Parker. He's got a man in motion. It's Staley. He's looking to throw. He's looking right over here. It's going to be a little pitch and catch. It'll be complete. And it'll be dragged down around the 20-yard line. So it's going to be spotted at the 21 to pick up 11. So 3 straight first down plays for the Huron Tigers. As we said, they open it up again. They figured out, let's go. 3:50 to go. They're down by 2 scores, 14-0. Your Clyde lead here moving into halftime. Again, as we said, Oberlin up 14-10. The winner of that game will... Shelby up over Oberlin, 14-10. The winner will play the winner of this game next week. At the 21, moving right to left. Staley again in motion. They fake it to him. It's going to be, again, the quarterback gets it off the left side, across the 10, down to the 6. 15-yard pickup by Parker. It's been all Cole Parker this drive.
Yeah, coming into the game, we knew that was going to be the case, and he's done a great job handling and managing this drive for Huron.
So trying to force Clyde to go ahead and spy somebody on him and open up that backfield a little bit, but Cole Parker taking the Huron Tigers on his back right now. 3:29, and we have a timeout. We'll take a timeout here, 3:29 to go, 14-0. We'll be back after this on Eagle 99. All right, we're going to go ahead and keep it here because we paid the bills. So, Brad, I tell you what a response by the Huron Tigers.
Oh, yeah, and it's what we expected. You know, we coming in, we know it's all about Cole Parker and what he does, both passing and throwing. In this drive, he's done it all on his feet, and you got to give credit to the offensive line for Huron as well, making those holes and just, you know, pushing Clyde out of the way to make that the room for him to get through there.
Well, they're pass blocking, and moving, and no holds. And generally when you have a play that develops, kind of takes that long to develop, you could very well see a hold here and there, but nothing. It's been a good, clean game, pretty much.
For the most part, yeah. And I really like what Huron did offensively here, and that is they're making Cole Parker make decisions for all the games in play. You know, hand it off or keep it. You decide based off of what you see, and he's making great decisions.
Well, that's their MO, and they're going to have it. 1st and goal at the 6 in the Fremont floor covering red zone. Now the Huron Tigers trying to get on the board with 3:29 to go. Parker looking for the snap. He's going to keep it himself again, and this time he's going to turn, and he does not get in there, does he? Keeps fighting, and Clyde will stand him up at the 2.
Yeah, and that was a bunch of tacklers from Clyde looking at that. Dylan Overmeyer in to make that stop, but not after Cole Parker got about 3-4 yards.
I'll tell you what, I'm not an offensive coordinator, but the way they're running, a little misdirection to Holiday off to the right side would be pretty wide open on the near side right here. It'd be pretty easy for him to get his speed into the end zone.
Absolutely, because you know the Clyde defense has to be worried about Cole Parker right now.
And Holiday not in. All right, here we go. Handoff in the middle. Boy, nowhere to go. It's stacked up by a pile of Clyde defenders. Straight up the middle, tried to catch him. And with the ball that time was Mazajowski. Grant Mazajowski, the sophomore, he gets the carry. He gets maybe a 1 yard. Now it's going to be 3rd down and goal at the 2.5, actually.
And they handed that ball off to Grant, and
right in the middle.
Brent went straight down to his legs and just took him right out.
Yeah. All right, so 2:16 and counting. A late threat here by the Huron Tigers to get on the board. This offense, scoring 30, almost 38 points. And we're going to have a timeout by Clyde. We'll keep it right here. Boy, I tell you, the Huron Tigers obviously scoring almost 38 points a game. That's not by any fluke. And we just saw on this drive, they've done 6 plays, and they've gone 63 yards, 62 yards in a handful of plays. Really, Cole Parker taking the pursuit and the over pursuit of the Clyde defense and really taking advantage of it. And he's really got him in a good place right now.
Yeah, just great decision making by Cole, and even on some of the cuts he's made, because he has to read when he doesn't decide to hand the ball off to J.J. Holiday. He's got to make a decision what to do, and he's making all the right ones, whether it's breaking left, breaking right, waiting for the blocker, and even the little out pass he noticed, because he did have one completion on this drive.
Right.
He did a nice job realizing that Clyde's playing back, so just that little 7-8 yard out to keep moving the chains.
Fourth down territory, I would expect, right? 2:08 to go. They say they're on the 1. The ball looks like it's spotted about the 1.5 yard line. So they're not very far away.
I would be thinking two down territory.
Absolutely.
2 down territory. Absolutely.
They wouldn't kick a field goal down here.
Nope.
Stranger things have happened, but this is a big play here. 3rd down and goal. Fremont Floor covering red zone are the Huron Tigers. Clyde scored twice, once in each quarter. And now Huron trying to answer back after the last Clyde score. They're going to send 2 receivers to the far side and 1 here to the near side. Watch for Cole Parker to keep it himself. Here he is. He's rolling. He's going to be threatened out here. It's going to be caught, but it's going to be caught at the 1 yard line. Good defense by the Clyde Fliers. It was a comeback pattern. Could not get it into the end zone. It's going to be a gain of a half a yard. It'll be 4th and goal at the 1 yard line.
Yeah, that was Brady Wilson on the coverage. He was covering Jacob Lamb. Jacob Lamb ran about 3-4 yards into the end zone, and as Parker was rolling to the right, he had to come back.
Right.
And he almost dove out of the end zone to about the half yard line to make that catch, with Brady putting the pressure on him.
Ball spotted right the 1 yard line with 1:26 on the clock. 6 seconds to go, and I believe that Huron's going to take another timeout. And they do. And we'll keep it right here. So, again, the last we knew, Bellevue was still leading in their ball game, 14-7. We'll try to get an update there. Shelby, 14-10 over Oberlin. The winner there will take the winner here. If Shelby would win and Huron wins, well, Huron's got to go to Shelby. Not that bad of a drive. And we'll see what happens.
Update
14.
here, second quarter, 27 Shelby,
All right.
Oberlin 10.
All
So
right.
Shelby's in a driver's seat right now there. Still a lot of time to go there, but obviously up 17, you're in a good position.
If the Whippets would win and continue, either one of these teams would be traveling to Shelby next week. Division IV semifinals.
Yeah, and we've seen Shelby play, and they got a really nice team.
Oh,
they do
yeah.
a lot of things well.
Of course, Shelby. Good football by the Whippets down there in Shelby, down there in the gully.
Ball to 1, John.
Yep.
I think you got to give Cole Parker some options here. I don't think you want to hand it off unless you're letting him make that decision. But
All right.
he's carried you, so let's ride him into the end zone here.
We got 2 receivers to the far side, 1 on the slot, and we got a penalty. What's the penalty going to be?
That ball. Encroachment. Defense number 12. Line up in the neutral zone.
I'll line up in the neutral zone by Andrew Bauer, senior defensive back for Clyde.
That's a half-yard penalty, so probably not a significant impact on this play.
So Huron comes back out again. 2 receivers on the near side. They do have 1 tall receiver in the slot and 1 on the far side. Cole Parker, man in motion. And we're going to have a procedure. They're going to call offside against Clyde again. Wow, back-to-back penalties of a quarter of a yard. Can you measure that? You're a math teacher, right?
Yeah, that's not a lot of room. But what's interesting is they need basically a quarter of a yard, and he's in the shotgun.
Right.
Sometimes it might be best to go under center.
Absolutely,
and just
go
pull
ahead.
your way in. Sure.
1:19 to go, 14-0. Clyde with the lead here in Huron at Mucci Field, but the Tigers 4th down and not even a half a yard to go. Here they go. And Parker looking for the snap. He gets the snap, and he's going to get back, and Clyde sacks him back at the 4. Oh, what a defensive stand by Clyde. He tried to go to the outside. I'm not sure, Brad, did you see who got that tackle?
It was a combination of 4 or 5 players in there. I know Dylan Overmeyer was in there. and several others. But again, when you're in a shotgun and you're taking that deep snap and you need a half a yard, you're giving Clyde's front, which is known to be very aggressive, very strong, very physical. You're giving them that time to move up and push Huron's line into the backfield. And that's exactly what happened.
Wow, what a play by both squads.
Yeah.
And Huron had them right on the half-yard line. But the more time involved in that play is going to be the difference, and that's exactly what you said. And now Clyde avoids a score by the Tigers, and it will be Clyde with the football. Jaden Cook under center, 1:15 to go. I'm sure they're just going to give the football.
Oh, he lost it.
He fumbled it. It's loose on the ground. Let's see who has it. Looks like Clyde retains. Second fumble tonight between Cook and Daniels.
Yeah, that's a situation where if you're Huron, I mean, you know, after the kind of the letdown there, after getting it inside, that would have been a huge pick-me-up heading into halftime, getting the ball at the 2-yard line. Those are things when you're trailing, you got to capitalize on.
Absolutely. You only have so many opportunities, right? Well, right now, if I'm Clyde, I'm going to let Jaden Cook have the ball and just lean forward, not giving it to nobody. Right?
And let the clock tick.
And let the clock, there's 34 seconds. They only have to go once, and they do. They give to Daniels. Daniels breaks the tackle. He gets across the 10. He gets almost near a first down at about the 13, and that should be the end of the first half, 21 seconds to go. Brad will go ahead and hook up with the to get official stats down below, and we'll bring those up and welcome you to our halftime here. 10 seconds to go, and it looks to me like that's going to be the half. So your score here at halftime, the Clyde Fliers, 11th seeded team, taking on number 3 Huron here. They have a good first half. They're up 14-0. They'll get the ball to start the second. And we're glad you're with us today. I want to remind you are listening to Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football here tonight on Eagle 99, part of the BAS Sports Network.
Save big and give your home a makeover at Fremont Floor Covering. Fall savings on in-stock flooring. Carpet rolls starting at 79 cents a square foot. Waterproof flooring starting at $2.69 a square foot. Ceramic and porcelain tile at $1.69 a square foot. Carpet tile starting at $1.50 a square foot. Remnants up to 50% off, and cash and carry savings on special order products. Stop into Fremont Floor Covering today for quality floor covering at affordable prices. Financing available. Fremont Floor Covering, near North Front and State Streets.
Fall has blown into Northern Ohio, and now is a perfect time to upgrade to a new Honda. Honda's award-winning lineup of versatile and dependable sedans offer the ideal mix of comfort, convenience, and sophistication. And with available Honda sensing and driver-assistive technologies, you can make the most out of every journey with the sleek and sporty Civic or the adventure-ready Accord, now available in hybrid. View offers across Honda's entire award-winning lineup online at northernohiohondadealers.com or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Members save more at Friendship. Register for your Friendship loyalty card today and enjoy member perks like free coffee Mondays and member promotions on great items like Rockstar 16-ounce cans, 3 for $3.77, where with every purchase, members get entered for a chance to win an Xbox One collector's console, plus everyday great deals on Muddy Buddy and Gardetto chips, 2 for $4, Hostess singles, 2 for $3, and 20-ounce Coke bottles, 3 for $4. Stop in today. Friendship, you're always welcome.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92 on the Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football.
Eagle 99.
Eagle 99 WFRO.
From the Ohio News Network, this is Tonight in High School Football. Now here's your host, Skip Mossick.
And hi again, everyone. Welcome to Tonight in High School Football's halftime report. With Ohio State football opening this weekend, we thought we'd spend a couple of minutes with Hall of Fame broadcaster and voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels. Paul joins us next on the Ohio News Network.
Ready to complete your degree? Ohio Dominican University offers high-demand degree completion options 100% online. Pursue your bachelor's in high-demand fields such as business, risk management, and more. Ohio Dominican's affordable tuition means an ODU degree not only fits your schedule, it also fits your budget. Earn your degree online from an accredited university that has called Columbus home for over 100 years. Take the first step at ohiodominican.edu/adult.
After having been restricted in order to preserve PPE for hospitals, many dental offices are now reopening. That's a good thing because regular dental care ensures that we have good oral health and good overall health. As dentists reopen their offices, you may notice some changes. Your dental office may take your temperature and ask a series of questions related to your health. You may be asked to wait in your car until the dental office is ready for you. You may notice your dentist and staff wearing a different type of face mask or face shield when providing care. All of these changes and more are designed to ensure dental patients are protected. When you make your appointment, ask if your dentist is a member of the Ohio Dental Association so you know that you're being treated by the very best. Ohio Dental Association member dentists are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality dental care. These ODA member dentists are bound by the highest ethical standards and have access to superior ongoing education, training, and resources. To find an ODA dentist in your area, visit associationsadvanceohio.com.
This is Tonight in High School Football on the Ohio News Network. Once again, here's Skip Mossick.
Welcome back, everyone. Joined at halftime this evening by a Hall of Fame broadcaster and voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels, with Ohio State opening this weekend. Paul, how odd has it been for you to not be calling games while there's been college football going on elsewhere across the country?
Skip, you know what it's done? What's really odd? It has made me realize I might have attention deficit issues because when I turn a game on TV, I can't stick with one game. I flip around to other games or the same thing on the radio, but it has helped knowing that eventually we would have an Ohio State game coming up.
There are so many ears on an Ohio State football broadcast. Is it easy to forget sometimes how many people are actually listening, and do you try to remind yourself of that?
Well, you don't think of it as far as the multiplicity of it. You try, and you know as well as I do, the whole old approach is you want to speak to everybody as if they are the only person that you're talking to. So you think about it as one large individual or large group of individual rather than individuals. So, but yes, at times, not so much that you forget, but occasionally you'll get a reminder if you've said something humorous, like the infamous turtle needs a camel line that Jim and I had in Maryland a couple of years ago, and people remind you of that. Every now and then there's those things that do remind you that there are folks out there listening.
I know you and your partner Jim Lachey have called some high school championship games in the past, both on radio and on television. You won't get that opportunity this year with Ohio State football scheduled basically through up to Christmas time. What did you enjoy most about doing those high school state championship games?
Seeing the excitement, not only of the players and the coaches, but the fans that were there, the families that were there. And, you know, it kind of takes you back to remembering when you were in high school and your team, and I was fortunate to go to a high school that played in quite a few playoff games. When I was in college doing high school football games, reminiscent of the excitement that you would see for some of that. So it just, the excitement and the appreciation that people had that their games, their school's team was actually being broadcast.
Tell us about when you first started. I love hearing stories about your first couple of times doing this.
Well, the first high school game that I was involved in the broadcast, I was not on the air. We had a rotation of students doing things, and I stood on the roof of the press box at Sycamore High School Stadium in Cincinnati and kept the directional antenna pointed toward our campus studio the whole night. That was not how I envisioned getting involved in all of that. But, you know, some of the press boxes you'd be in where you're sitting next to the assistant coaches that are up there or students. I was doing a game that involved Cincinnati LaSalle one time, and there was a defensive lineman we'd seen earlier in the year make a ton of plays, and he wasn't playing, and I made a comment about, you know, so-and-so isn't out there. He was sitting right next to me, and he was so excited that somebody remembered his name. Those are some of the fun things that came out of that.
Paul, obviously you were blessed with a booming voice, and I've always said a great voice sounds good, but it doesn't necessarily make a good announcer. What are some of the basic fundamentals you try to do that maybe some people don't think about, especially young announcers trying to get into the business?
Well, what helps is having somebody like you to help remind me of those things. But, I mean, the thing that, and I tell people that even at the level what we do, they're blown away that we have a weekly meeting that we talk about stuff like this. But, you know, the basics are time and score. You can never give that too much. I'm a real hardcore nut on myself about direction. Where's the ball located? Whose yard line is it? Things like that. Those are the things that are probably most important, but also, and I have to give you credit, Skip, too, something you brought up a handful of years ago to a bunch of us. Don't assume people listening know who's on what team. Right. Don't assume they know, by a first name reference that people know who you're talking about. As much as we know that Ohio State fans are loyal listeners to our network, there are people, and we've all done it in our own personal lives, that flip on a game just to hear a game. So don't assume that everybody listening knows everything about everybody.
Voice of the Buckeyes, Paul Keels. Have a great season, okay?
Thank you. You too.
All righty. Enjoy the second half of your ball game. I'm Skip Mossick on the Ohio News Network.
Miller Super Value in Clyde is the place to shop for great savings on groceries. Each week, hundreds of items are discounted to help you save even more. Check out their expanded meat department. For a great supper, shop Miller's extensive deli for fried chicken, wings, great salads, and side dishes. Take and Big Pizza and fresh daily sushi are now available. Miller Super Value, your hometown grocery, is proud of our Clyde Fliers. Go Flyers!
Are you thinking about new flooring for your home? Snyder's Floor Covering Outlet in Bettsville is here for you. You can either come to our store or they can bring the samples to you. With many new carpet and vinyl styles and colors in stock. Snyder's also offers 12-month financing and no charge measuring and estimates. Call today, 986-5599. That's 986-5599. Stop in and see our newly renovated showroom. Thank you for continuing to support Snyder's Floor Covering. Snyder's Floor Covering. No job too big or too small. Snyder's does it all.
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1, the Wolf, and 100.9 Coast Country. Stop into any of our convenient locations to check out the credit union difference. We offer checking account options with lots of perks, all with a free debit card, free online banking, and mobile banking, with the convenience of nationwide shared branching. Investing in our communities and our youth are what we're all about. Visit us at fremontfcu.com. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Frickers has just what you want, everyday values. Monday, boneless frickin' chicken wings. Tuesday, traditional frickin' chicken wings. Wednesday, steak day at Frickers. Thursday, frickin' chicken chunks. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, delivery, or order online at frickers.com. Everyday values are available at only one place. Dine-in, carry-out, delivery, and new at Frickers. Order online at frickers.com.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football.
Eagle 99.
Eagle 99 WFRO.
And welcome back to Memorial Stadium here in the home of the Huron Tigers. The Huron Tigers find themselves down 14-0 to Clyde here at halftime. Boy, I tell you what, the Tigers had a golden opportunity to get right back in one score. They just could not convert at that kind of half-yard line, and Clyde holds on defensively. Clyde gets the ball to start the second half. You have to kind of feel like right now this third quarter is really going to be important for Huron. When they offensively get the ball, and they've got to stop Clyde. Stop Clyde, get the football, get a score, draw this game close. And that's so this first half of the third quarter, I think, Brad, really important for Huron.
It's going to be huge for Huron moving forward in this game if they want any chance to kind of rally around what they had and what they were able to almost do. Like, you can sit there and say they're out of the game, they're down 14, but they did a lot of nice things really, really well, but just could not get the breaks they needed. Right. And like you said, John, they had the ball at the 1 yard line. 3rd and goal at the 1. They threw a pass where he had to come out of the end zone to make the pass, got it to the half-yard line. A couple penalties from Clyde, inched it closer. And then the shotgun snap kind of threw me off a little bit because we need a half yard to get a TD. You know, taking it 5 yards deep, you're just giving that defense kind of a running start, and that's exactly what Clyde did. But then turn around and Mike Daniels fumbles the ball on the exchange at the 2 yard line, literally a play later, and that's another missed opportunity.
And there's been
for the Huron Tigers.
There's been 2 of those. Yeah, so we'll see how both teams make their halftime adjustments. I mean, we've seen Clyde more than Huron, so we know that Clyde is a pretty good second-half team, right? So we'll see what happens with them. I'll give you the scoring here real quick, and then Brad will give you some stats when we come back. First possession game, Huron Tigers got it when 3-out punted. Clyde went 11 plays, turned it over on downs. Then Huron came back, and they were driving down to Clyde 37, and Overmeyer intercepts the pass. Clyde goes 8 plays, 75 yards. Daniels at 138 with 3-yard run. Extra point was good. Actually got blocked, hit the crossbar, and fell over. And Clyde up 7-0. That was an 8 play, 75-yard drive. Let's see, the Tigers went up 5 and out. Then Clyde had another long drive. And this was really the drive, I think, of the game. They had a 1-yard line. They went 16 plays, 99 yards. Daniels with a 2-yard touchdown run. And they go up 14-0. Then, of course, we just alluded to the long drive by the Tigers to close out the first half that they just could not convert. And Clyde's on top at this point in time, 14-0. We'll get the football to start the second half play, and it's cold outside. So
it's chilly.
They're hitting pretty hard, and it's pretty cold out there. All right, we'll take a timeout and come back, and then we'll get some numbers from Brad and get ready to tee up the second half for you. I want to remind you are listening to Fremont Federal Credit Union. Region 14 Division IV quarterfinal action, playoff action here tonight on Eagle 99, part of the BAS Sports Network.
Crown Battery, locally owned and operated, is pleased to support tonight's teams and takes this time to wish them luck for a successful season. The staff at Crown Battery recognizes the importance of teamwork both in and out of the classroom. That is why everyone at Crown Battery is a proud sponsor of not only tonight's broadcast, but a proud sponsor and contributor to our community, its athletic programs, and its educational infrastructure. Good luck and thank you from all the staff at Crown Battery, supplying you power since 1926.
Do you know what's going on with your insurance? Welty Insurance Group will give you a pain-free pandemic insurance checkup. Welty Insurance Group and Erie Insurance have coverage for home, life, auto, boats, motorcycles, and commercial. Get a quote you can trust and get a chance to win a gas card. Our family serving yours. Call Welty Insurance Group at 419-334-4477. Your Erie agents in Fremont, Tiffin, Fostoria, Cary, and Sandusky. And at weltyinsurance.com.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92 on the Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1, The Wolf, and 100.9 Coast Country. Whether it's for the community we live in or guiding people with the biggest financial decisions of their lives, we believe in people helping people. If you live, work, worship, volunteer, or attend school in Sandusky, Ottawa, and parts of Seneca and Wood counties, you're eligible to join us. Investing in our communities and our youth are what we're all about. Visit us at fremontfcu.com. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
And welcome back here to Memorial Stadium in Huron, home of the Tigers. It is 14-0 Clyde with the halftime lead. A couple other scores of importance. The Shelby-Oberlin game. Well, right now Shelby kind of in a good position. 42-10 is it at half, Brad?
42-10 at half.
At half. So if that holds true, the Shelby Whippets, no matter who wins this ball game, will be entertaining at home again in the regional semifinals between Huron and Clyde. So let's look at some numbers real quick while we still have some time, about 2.5 minutes before we get the second half underway.
All right, John, let's go ahead. We'll talk real quick individually, then we'll put together as a team. For Clyde rushing, Mike Daniels already 23 carries, 92 yards, and 2 TDs. Jaden Cook had a really nice first half. He was 9 of 11 for 143 yards. Pretty good half. Brady Wilson was the recipient of most of that. He caught 5 passes for 109 yards. Will Lozier had 3 for 30 yards to round out Clyde's offensive numbers. Here on offensively, Cole Parker, passing-wise, only attempted 8 passes. He completed 5 of them for 58 yards with a long of 32. On the ground, Cole Parker again leading the way. 7 attempts, 57 yards, followed up by J.J. Holiday, who had 4 carries, 26 yards. But we kind of lost him. We didn't see him late
in the second quarter.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm not sure what happened here receiving-wise. Richie Delaney with 2 catches for 37 yards. And looks like Antko had 11 yards and Holiday for 10 yards. As a team, time of possession was really big Clyde had the ball for a little over 15 minutes of the first half. Huron only had it about 8 minutes. First downs, Clyde 13 to Huron 6. Rushing yards, Clyde 96 rushing yards to Huron's 84, so pretty comparable there. Even, a lot of that to Cole Parker on that one main drive. Passing yards, Clyde with 143, Huron 58. Total yards, 236 Clyde, 142 for Huron. Of course, they had an interception that Huron threw, and actually Huron missed a few golden opportunities. I know Clyde was driving, they lost the ball. Huron couldn't get it. And then way back deep in Clyde's own territory at the 1 yard line, they fumbled. And Huron, again, could not capitalize and get that fumble.
We saw also when the game first started that the wind really kicked up. And really, I think, gave a little bit of extra boost if you're kicking the ball and moving that direction. Right now, it looks like it's dropped and near still. So there will be no difference with the wind and the way the second half is played. Huron's going to be able to kick the football, and they will be kicking right to left to Clyde. And the Flyers, obviously, with the lead and going to get the ball. This is a big possession right now.
Yeah, big series, yeah.
Well, if you're here, you can come in, you can stop the Flyers, get some energy, and come back down and do something. This game completely spins on a dime.
Yeah.
The other side is you're Clyde, and you do what you've been doing. You go down and score. It's going to put the Huron Tigers really in jeopardy, with a half to go. Every possession, every play is going to mean so much for both these squads, but we'll see what happens. That's why we're here. John Cunnell along with Brad Bannister X. Glad to be here tonight at Mucci Field to bring you this action here in the quarterfinals of Region 14 Division IV. And we are just seconds underway. And there's the attempt. The kick is up high under the end. Nice kick. It's going to be fielded by Clyde right at the 10 to the 15, middle of the field, now to the left side of the 20, feet moving. And it's going to be Lozier with the ball across the 30. And they're going to spot him down at far side judge is going to put him somewhere around the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, and that looked like Keandre Moore for Huron ran him out of bounds at about the 32-yard line, but a nice return for Will Lozier to start off the second half for Clyde.
All right, so keys for the Huron Tigers right now. Stop the run.
Keys are they're going to have to find a way to control Mike Daniels. That's number one in the Clyde offensive front. And number two is get Cole Parker offensively more involved.
2 receivers for Clyde on each side. And their quarterback, Jaden Cook, has played very well here tonight, the junior. He steps up looking for the first snap. He gets the first snap. It's going to be Daniels. He puts his head down. It's going to pick up 5 yards straight off the inside of the left guard. Across the 35 to almost the 37. We'll call it a pickup of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for Clyde.
And Caden Staley, again, from the deep secondary up to make that tackle, but not after a 5-yard gain.
3 receivers on the near side for the Flyers, 1 on the far side. Again, Daniels just to the left of Cook. Cook back to throw. He's going to throw a bubble screen out here. It's going to be caught, and it's going to be completed. Not for the first down, though. Across the 40 is going to be Griffin Nuffs. He's a little bit of one of their speed receivers, and he'll get the ball advanced just across the 40. And it will be 3rd down and 2. So 3rd down and 2, who's going to get the football? They're going to pile them in right now. Still 3-man front, but showing blitz off to the right side of the Huron Tigers. 2 to each side. Now they're going to bring Cook up under center. Cook's going to keep it himself, and Cook's going to get the first down and keep running, and he'll get set back at about the 45. Now they're going to move him to the 40, almost the 47 to pick up a 6th first down. Clyde first down in the second half.
I would have loved to see Parker do that when they were down in the end zone. I would have loved to see him up under center because he's a great runner. He's shifty, and he finds his way.
6 foot 180 is not small. But Clyde getting the ball here. Started at 32. They find themselves at their own 40, we're going to say 46-yard line. 1st and 10. 10:29 to go here in the third. Nuff now in motion. Jaden Cook looking. Daniels to the left side. Boy, he turns the corner, spins, keeps his feet moving, and he gets undercut at about the 50, but he will cross the 49 and get to the 49, of the Huron Tigers.
Yeah, and J.J. Holiday up on the tackle, but Daniels kind of took on a little bit of contact right to line of scrimmage and was able to push his way past that 4 more yards.
2nd down, and they'll say 6, so about 4, a long 4 yards. Two receivers in the near side for Clyde. They've kind of pretty standard set here so far tonight. Cook under center. Steps back, hands up to Daniels up the middle. He's got about 2-3 yards. He'll get off and dance to about the 47. So just a couple yards as he danced through the middle of that defense. That'll make it third down and a long 4 with 9:39 counting here in the beginning of third quarter.
Yeah, Jacob Delter and Lamb on the tackle. They're doing a much better job of pursuing Mike Daniels.
Andrew Cobble into the ball game for Clyde. So you got Nuss and Wilson to the far side, and near on the near side. Looks like you have a green slide, and the green slide in motion. And Cobble here. Jaden Cook looking for the snap. He's going to give to Daniels. He's going to turn the corner. He's got the first down and more. He hurdles over a defender, and he's going to get down to about the 36 as he powers off the left side. Clyde has found something on the right side of that Huron Tiger defensive line, Brad. And when they need yardage, that's right where they're going.
Yeah, and that was a really nice job by the Clyde left side of that line, sealing off that edge to give Daniels room to get around there.
Daniel's deceptively speedy guy, but he's big. He can show somebody. He loves to cut up in the middle. And that time he does get the first down, 8:49 and counting. The Flyers driving here in the first drive of the second half. They're on top, and your in-game scoreboard by Fremont Athletic is Clyde 14. And the Tigers no score yet here early in the third quarter. Cook looking to throw. He's looking. He's in trouble. He's got to look back. He's looking. He's going to go ahead and run, and Cook's just going to dance and get pounded as he goes to the outside. He'll lose one. And I tell you what, that time Cook showed a little bit of poise there as a junior quarterback, Brad. He really didn't have anybody open. No one broke open. He said, let's just go ahead and get out of bounds and reload.
Yeah, and Jacob Delter from Huron came right up and met him at the line of scrimmage and gave him a nice little shot and pushed him out of bounds.
So maybe of a loss of a yard. They'll say it's second down and 10, still at the 38. It's really about 11. Moving left to right. The clock did stop on that play. And what are we going to have? We're going to have a timeout. Well, Clyde wants to talk about it. We'll take a timeout here. 8:28 to go in the third. Clyde with the ball. We'll be back after this.
Save big and give your home a makeover at Fremont Floor Covering. Fall savings on in-stock flooring. Carpet rolls starting at 79 cents a square foot. Waterproof flooring starting at $2.69 a square foot. Ceramic and porcelain tile at $1.69 a square foot. Carpet tile starting at $1.50 a square foot. Remnants up to 50% off, and cash and carry savings on special order products. Stop into Fremont Floor Covering today for quality floor covering at affordable prices. Financing available. Fremont Floor Covering near North Front and State Streets.
Members save more at Friendship. Register for your Friendship loyalty card today and enjoy member perks like free coffee Mondays and member promotions on great items like Rockstar 16-ounce cans, 3 for $3.77, where with every purchase, members get entered for a chance to win an Xbox One collector's console. Plus, everyday great deals on Muddy Buddy and Gardetto chips, 2 for $4. Hostess singles, 2 for $3, and 20-ounce Coke bottles, 3 for $4. Stop in today. Friendship, you're always welcome.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right, welcome back. Second down 11 for Clyde, moving left to right. Jaden Cook looking for the snap, gives to Daniels, head down, spins, powers across the 35, and that's pretty much where they're going to put him. They'll put him down at the 35-yard line. That will make it third down, and we'll call it a long 7. But Clyde right now obviously wants to maintain ball control, Brad. They don't want to give the ball back to Huron. It's 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. They're up by 2 scores, but they like to keep it going. Let's see what they do here on third down.
Yeah, Wilborn and Lamb for Huron up to make the tackle, and Huron brought another guy up and put him in a down position, knowing that Clyde's going to try to run the ball.
3-man front for Huron. Here comes Lozier in motion now. And they're going to give to Daniels. He goes to the left side. Boy, nobody there, but he's going to get gang tackled right about the 30, maybe the 31. He's going to pick up 4. So that's going to make it fourth down and a long 4. And we've seen Clyde in the past. They generally go on fourth down. I think they were 2 of 4 on fourth downs maybe in the first half.
Yeah, and they're kind of in no man's land here where they're sitting at about the 33, 32, 31-yard line where it's too far to punt. It's really too far to kick a field goal, too far back to punt. So why not? And you're only talking 4 yards.
Two receivers to the far side, two to the near. Let's see if Huron brings a blitz against quarterback Jaden Cook. Comes a man in motion. That's Wilson. And here brings a blitz. He's got a guy open. It's caught, and it's going to be a first down and into the red zone. The Fremont floor covering red zone are the Clyde Fliers. They got it out there to, who was that? Griffin Knopf with the pass. And they have it 1st and 10 right at the 20. A pickup of 11. 6:53 here in the third quarter. Clyde driving. They're now in the red zone. Moving left to right. Jaden Cook, the junior for the Clyde Fliers. And Clyde is going to jump. And that will be number 15, Robbie Greenside, with the penalty. I'll move it back 5. So now they're at the 25, 1st and 15. You hate to see that happen, but again, we've said it all night long. You get excited. And unfortunately for the Flyers, that's their first penalty of the second half. And Huron doesn't have any so far. And the Huron Tigers defense say, hey, we'll take whatever we can get right now.
As far back as they can push
absolutely.
It into their favor.
Absolutely. Let's see if they changed Clyde's play call. 3 receivers on the far side. Cook to Daniels. Daniels up the middle. Head down, spins. And he keeps on fighting. And I think they're going to give him forward progress up to about the 22. Holiday, I tell you what, they're calling Holiday's name a lot from that defensive backfield. Holiday's their quick guy.
Oh, yeah, and he came up shot through a hole, made the tackle on Mike Daniels, which isn't easy. Now, Daniels does run upright a little bit more than most backs. So if you can come in and hit him a little bit low, that's the best way to take him down.
2nd and 13 at the 23. Clyde's got to get down to about the 10. Daniels lines up to the right side. Now Clyde loaded heavy on the right side. Jaden Cook with it, and they're going to go left side with Daniels, and he gets stopped. And he gets stopped well. Back to the line of scrimmage at best. That time they countered back to the left side, Brad, and I'm not sure who had the tackle
that was Jacob Lamb, their main linebacker, their leading tackler. And like you said, Clyde had it all lined up over to the right, but then they're handing it off to Daniels going left, hoping he can make something happen. But Jacob Lamb says not on this play.
Be a great stop at the Huron Tigers on hold, even though Clyde's eaten down to 5:40 here in the third quarter. It'll keep them out of the end zone and get the ball back. Be a great boost for the Huron Tigers, undefeated here, taking on a pretty tough Clyde team. They're going to go ahead, and Cook's back to throw. He's looking. He's got a guy open. He underthrows him. He had him open, but Cook unable to complete it. That time he tried to go to Nuffs, and it'll be 4th down at the 24. 4th and 14 at the 24. So, Brad, if you're Clyde right now, you throw it into the end zone?
I at least obviously get it past the
You've got to get it down to the 10.
But my goodness, it was a beautifully designed play. Knopf coming across the middle. He had 2 yards on that crossing pattern.
He did.
He was open by 2 yards, and it was just an underthrown pass by Jaden Cook.
Clock stops. Lozier in motion. Now he comes back out. Let's see if Huron blitzes. He's thrown into the end zone, and he just throws it in, and it's caught, but it's out of bounds. It was caught, but the defender did a nice job out there to kind of wall him into the end of the out of bounds. They tried to go to Knopf, it looks like, and they will turn it over on downs. The Clyde Fliers will at the 5:17 mark.
Yeah, Luke Stuke for Huron, their defensive back, caused enough problems for Knopf. Knopf was originally open a little bit, and the ball was lofted just a little bit, had a little bit of air under, and it gave Luke time to kind of bump him. Knopf bobbled it, and then he ended up gaining possession, but he was 2 yards into the boundary.
16-play drive to open up the third quarter by Clyde. 5:17 to go in the third, and now let's see what the Tigers want to dial up. 2 receivers each side. Here comes Staley in motion. Let's see what happens. And it's going to be the quarterback. And this time Clyde says, no way. It's going to be a huge loss back to the 19-yard line. That time, obviously, Cole Parker did a little stutter, and he had 3 Clyde defenders in his face.
Yeah, that offensive front just overwhelmed Clyde's offensive line there, and they all kind of gang tackled him.
It'll be a loss of almost 5. It'll be 2nd down and 15 at their own 20, 4:53 and counting. So Parker wants to ignite this offense. He's rolling to the left. He's looking for somebody. He's got a guy open. It's going to be caught by Staley, and he's going to get it, and he'll be 1st down. And they'll drag him out of bounds at about the 50. Let's see where they're going to spot it at the 46-yard line of the Flyers. Big pass play, and I tell you what, Delaney. Richie Delaney gets it. Perfect pass. Great catch. First down, Huron. Here come the Tigers. They want to respond.
Great job against kind of a zone coverage, just dropping it over the linebackers.
It's good coverage, but it was perfect
in front of the safeties.
Let's see if the Tigers want to kind of light up here. They go. They're going to throw another possession pass out here. It's going to be caught. Wide open. Getting out to the left side. The ball's loose on the ground. And who has it? Well, I tell you what, the receiver caught it. It'll be first down. Staley had it, and he got hit and popped and lost the ball. And it came down to a Huron Tiger, and we have a Huron Tiger down on the field. But that ball is going to be spotted at the Clyde 23. So we had talked about it. Huron, they are a throwing football team, and kind of coming back to their roots a little bit here on this respond drive.
Yeah, and I think it comes from that stop they made. You know, they knew they had to get that stop to get the momentum turned in their favor, and now they're probably taking those halftime offensive adjustments that they made, and they're finally 5 minutes into this third quarter since Clyde held the ball so long. They're finally able to see what they can do and if those adjustments are working, and so far they are.
Yeah, Clyde had it for, over 6.5 minutes, almost 7 minutes in the third quarter so far.
So I'm not sure who's injured.
Yeah, of course, like I said, unfortunately, we don't have you on the sideline. We'd be able to figure that out, but I believe it was the player that recovered the fumble.
And that's the first time that Huron's had something like that go in their favor tonight because Clyde's put the ball on the ground a couple of times in very bad spots for Clyde, and Huron was unable to recover that. But this situation, they had a huge play, and they lost the ball, but were still able to get it, and maybe that's a sign of things to come for Huron in this third quarter.
Well, they went 53 yards in 3 plays. That's moving pretty quick.
That's moving pretty quick, yeah. That's 17. That's Jacob Lamb, their main tackler, their linebacker. So he's up and walking, which is good.
He's walking a little tender, but hopefully he's going to be all right.
Looks like maybe a shoulder.
He's leaning a little bit to his left. Yeah, he is. Well, hopefully he'll be okay, though. Get him on the sideline, look at it right now. The Tigers want to maintain this energy that they have.
That was a big recovery by Jacob Lamb down there for sure.
So it was Staley with the catch. He got popped and fumbled it. Lamb with the recovery. And here come the Tigers. 1st and 10 at the Clyde 23. They're going to say the 24-yard line of Clyde. Cole Parker trying to get this offense moving. Here comes a man in motion. That's Delaney. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. He gets up the middle. He breaks the tackle, breaks another one. He gets all the way down to the 12-yard line. Pickup of 12 by Parker. 1st and 10. They are now in the Fremont floor covering red zone for the second time here in this ball game.
And it's kind of what we saw. The one drive that Huron was able to put together in that second quarter was Cole Parker passing and running. And same thing this third quarter.
Staley to the far side. Delaney to the near side. They got one in the slot. Looking to throw. They throw it out here. It's going to be caught. And it's going to be catch with a gain of about 1 after the catch. So get down to about the 9.
That was a nice job by Caden Berger, able to slow that defender because he went out, sat down right there at the out of bounds line, and that was Noah Onko with the catch for Huron, but wasn't able to get much other than 3 or 4 yards.
2nd down and 6, 3:17 and counting, 14-0. Clyde with the lead. That is your Athletic Supply scoreboard. That's all. Bellevue is still up by about a score. We'll try to get an update for you there. 2nd down and 6. Here comes a man in motion. That's Delaney. Rolling right, in trouble, throws it in the end zone. It's going to be caught. It should be, and it is a touchdown for Huron. That time, perfect pass and catch by the Tigers. And I believe we'll have to see who caught that one. Limping off the sideline a little bit is Holiday.
That looks like number 5, Ben Wainwright with the catch there, which was a great job. Just kind of a little post pattern to the corner. He was able to get past 2 Clyde defenders, and Parker put it exactly where Ben needed to have that ball to catch it. Touchdown Huron.
So the Tigers get on the board, attempting to kick this extra point. There it is. It's up, and it is good. And so now we have a change here. Your Fremont Athletic scoreboard is Clyde 14 and the Huron Tigers 7 as they quickly move down the field at the 2:55 mark. They go 6 plays, and they go 76 yards. The extra point was good, and they did that in less than about 2.5 minutes.
John Cole
That's how quickly they went down the field.
Cole Parker, 4 for 4 for 53, 66 yards through the air on that.
So
you hear a little bit of life.
7-point game. Yeah,
small crowd, but you could definitely hear a little bit more.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, this ball game's far from being over. Now, if Clyde would have scored on that first drive, it would have been tougher. But with this score here, just a 7-point ball game, now you're going to find out this is playoff football, guys. And top 8 teams in Region 14 are going at it tonight, and only 4 of them are going to live to find next week's game.
And, John, when you're 7-0 and you have the success that Huron's had, like when you get kind of backed up in a corner, you kind of take some offense to it, and you find a way to get scores, to get yourself back in football games, and that's exactly what a really good team does, and that's what Huron just does.
There's the kickoff. High end over end. Be fielded by Lozier at the 5. At the 15, to the 20, 25, 30. Nice return, about 25, almost 30-yard return by Lozier, and Clyde will have it 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Yeah, and that was Grant Majikowski for Huron with the tackle coming up, making that hit.
2:47 in the third. Now Clyde with a 7-point lead, and now the football. Let's see if this changes any of their play calling or how they're going to look at this game right now. Bellevue 22-15 on top.
You should see a little extra step into Huron Tigers right now. They should feel pretty good about what happened.
4-man front. Clyde thrown up here, and it's going to be their quarterback with the football. He turns around the corner, and here comes Jaden Cook. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. He keeps his feet at the 30, the 20. He's at the 10, 5, and it's going to be a touchdown, Clyde! Oh, Jaden Cook. He takes it 70 yards for the score. Wow. Did you see that? Brought to you by Eye Centers of Northwest Ohio. See 2020 and 2020. Customized eye care plan at the Eye Centers of Northwest Ohio.
He started going right. He kind of worked his way through the middle, kind of worked his way to the left side, ran down the sideline. He probably got his heel hit 2 or 3 times where he stumbled just a little bit. Huron just could not catch him, and we've seen Jaden Cook, and when he gets in the open field, he's a glider. He's a runner.
A glider.
Yeah.
That's a big-time play there.
That's huge.
And he's not run the ball tonight, but maybe once. Let's see if we can get the extra point by sending home. And there's a snap, there's a hold. The kick is up, and the kick is good. You're in game scoreboard now. Clyde, 21. The Huron Tigers, 7. And Clyde scored in about 24 seconds, and
that's
about
hard.
Half of that was on that run.
Yeah, but that's tough when Huron just came down, scored, got themselves back in the game, got some energy, some life on the sideline. And for that to happen, it really puts a damper on how this third quarter was looking when they took that down and scored it.
So the Flyers will kick it off, and they'll get down. Huron's going to get the ball again.
And the coaches are down there for Huron on the sideline. They're talking, guys, we just gave up a big play. It happened. Yeah. All right, let's take it down. Let's score it.
We did again.
We scored it in 2 minutes on the last possession. So let's go down, score it. We're right back in this game again.
2.5 minutes here in the third quarter of play. Both teams have kind of opened it up a little bit.
Some big plays on both sides. Absolutely.
What a great game here tonight at Mucci Field at Memorial Stadium. Glad to be here with you. John Cullen along with Brad Bannister.
Shelby up 49-10 in the third quarter, so it really appears that the winner of this game will be playing the Shelby Whippets.
All right, Clyde 2 kickoff. Different kicker for the Clyde Fliers. That's just going to be a short pooch punt. This kick is going to be picked up, and they're going to get good field possession coming out to the outside at the 40-yard line. I think they gave Cook a break because he might have been a little winded after running 70 yards.
Yeah, that was Andrew Cobble on the stop, the tackle for Clyde.
All right, so the Huron Tigers down by 14 again with 2:25 to go, trying to answer back. Clyde not really has been a big play team this year, Brad. They've been very methodical.
Yeah, a lot of handing off to Daniels and 5 and 10 yards at a pop.
They're a grinding type team, right?
But hey, the Huron's got the ball, 40-yard line. I mean, it's great field position to start this comeback.
Right, here we go, 2:25. Huron with the ball, moving right to left. Here comes Delaney in motion, looking, and here comes quarterback's going to throw it across the middle, and it was a crossing pattern. It's going to be caught and missed tackle on the left side by the Flyers, and with the football still moving down to the 18-yard line is Caden Staley.
Yeah, that was a 40-yard pass play again from Cole Parker to Staley. Cole just kind of buying a little bit of time, sitting in the pocket. Staley got open. Bailey Eberly came up to try to make the tackle, and he got around him for some extra yardage.
That's a 37-yard pass play. 2:08 to go in the third, and the doors have opened up for these squads now. Tigers coming right back. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Fremont floor covering red zone are the Huron Tigers. Cole Parker pitches out to the right side. This time they get to the speedster, and he's going to pick up a few. Keeps his feet, and he'll get to about the 15. And that was Holiday, first time he's got his hands on it. And they'll spot him at just where they're going to spot it. Do we have a flag on the field? They have not moved the chains yet. And what are we going to have?
After the play, good ball, personal foul, defense number 36.
Oh, they're going to call personal foul against Clyde after the tackle. That'll give them 1st and goal at the 8.
That was on Dylan Overmeyer. Maybe got him after he was out of bounds on that or when he was down. But again, Huron took that ball, and this is what good teams do, John. I mean, they're not down and out. They said, let's just take it, let's score it. Right. And they're on their way to scoring this and getting right back in it.
1st and goal at the 7. Parker in the pistol. He's rolling left, still rolling, throws it in the end zone. It's going to be incomplete. Great coverage on the backside for the Flyers. The intended receiver again was Jacob Lamb. Lamb back in there.
Yeah, Jaden Johnson did a really nice job. Cole Parker threw a nice ball. He kind of rolled left here, tried to dump it to like you said, Jacob Lamb. And Jaden Johnson was right there with him. When you have that short field, when you're trying to, throw a pass from the 7-yard line, it just makes it easier to cover receivers.
1:17. Boy, a lot's happened in the last 2 or 3 minutes of this third quarter.
A great third quarter for both teams. A lot of excitement.
21-7. Clyde with the lead. Huron threatening here. 2nd down and goal at the 7. 2 receivers to the near side. They do have one in the slot. That's Wainwright. He's a taller receiver. Keep an eye on him. They're looking to throw. Here he goes. He's going to throw a little bubble screen in the end zone, and it's going to be dropped.
Wow.
Wide open. The ball was thrown a little short. We'll give credit where credit's due. He was so wide open on that backside.
That was J.J. Holiday. Parker did an incredible job. He just took it, the line release, tried to set up a screen look, and they came flooding in, and all he had to do just drop it in the end zone, and Holiday was moving away, came up.
Yeah, Holiday's motion was heading into the end zone. The ball was short. He couldn't stop. He tried. Stops the clock. 21-7, 1:12 to go in the third. Again, 3rd down and 7. That was a great play call.
That was a great play call.
Tell you what.
Great play call by Huron.
Yeah, let's see where they go. 3 receivers out in the field right now. Here comes Parker. He's looking himself. He's going to be up the middle. He's going to get across the 5. He gets tackled down at the 3. Good defensive pressure by Clyde to keep him out of the end zone.
Yeah, that was a nice job by Parker, just kind of weaving his way through that offensive line, and Dylan Overmeyer came up and made that hit.
4th down for the Tigers at the 3-yard line, it looks like, maybe closer to the 4.
Parker really is savvy back there running around. You can see, man. You can see why they're 7-0 and why they let him make the decisions he makes.
All right, let's see what's going to happen. They have Parker is sitting right about the 8. He's looking to his right. He's going to throw it in the end zone. It's going to be caught or not. Is it? Touchdown.
Wow.
That time, I tell you what, there's great coverage, but hanging on to the football.
Looks to me.
Delaney with the catch and score, Tigers. That's a 5-yard touchdown. No fourth down problems for Huron Tigers on that drive.
Oh, no, that was just a little out pattern at the back of the end zone. I didn't see who was on coverage there, but just a well-thrown ball by Parker, and they're looking to cut it to 7 here.
And let's get ready for the extra point. The extra point is up, and it is good. So your in-game scoreboard now is Clyde 21 and Huron 14 with 27 seconds to go. So the Tigers have shown, hey, we're moving the football right now. Clyde's defense obviously needs to make some adjustments here because it's the passing game of the Tigers, which is ignited here in this third quarter, just down by 7. It's 21-14. Clyde will get the ball back with 27 seconds to go.
And Parker really has shown that dual threat capability, which coming into the game we knew he had, with over 300 yards rushing, almost 1,000 passing. And it really is him with his feet and arm doing things to keep Huron in this game down 7.
Just kind of feel like for the Clyde Fliers, if you're in their position and you want to grind it out and you want to take ball control, you need to score.
Yeah, you feel that way.
You need to score.
And we talked about that, John. That's why Coach Carter took that timeout. I think early in the third quarter, he kind of senses that this game is far from over, and he needs to capitalize on every possession he can.
So, I'll tell you what, it has been a great contest here.
This is an old SBC rivalry here. You can feel it.
Yeah.
These kids probably don't remember that, but
we
all
do.
the parents do for sure.
Here we go. There's a kickoff. It's mid, end over end, fielded again at the 5. Clyde fakes the reverse, and coming in the near side is Will Lozier. Lozier cuts the corner, gets by 1, lunges across the 25, and they'll spot him down about the 27. Clyde will have first and 10. They got 73 yards to go. 19 seconds left here in the third quarter. We'll be moving into the fourth quarter, and right now the Huron Tigers, we're just going to talk about them, that they scored twice in less than 2 minutes. Well, just about in 2 minutes time.
They look like a different team offensively in the second half, and what they talked about in the halftime session is definitely showing out on the field here, and that's getting the ball up in the air.
Well, and they got the chance to score twice in the third quarter because Clyde scored on the first play with Cook on a busted play. Here comes Cook. He's looking to throw. He's stepping back. He's got a guy wide open, and it's going to be incomplete. What are they going to say? Is it going to be an interception?
Oh, he's calling interception.
Oh, wow. Wow. They both went up for it together. Couldn't see it. And Delaney with the interception. That is probably the first pass play that we've seen by Cook that was slightly underthrown.
Yeah, and that was a long, deep slant over the middle to Griffin Knopf, who actually had his guy beat. And Cook underthrew it a little bit, and the defensive backs from Huron cut right in front of that pass. It actually made a really good catch because we thought it was incomplete, but he bobbled it and caught it going to the ground.
Well, the Tigers in the last 3 minutes of this third quarter have showed up to play, and they're in a position now to tie this game. 11 seconds to go in the third. They've got the ball right to left, spotted at their own 47. Here we go. We're going to throw a screen to the backside to J.J. Holiday. He's got the ball down the right sideline. There he goes. And he's going to get knocked out of bounds. And there's players all over the field. And Holiday, that time, they finally got the ball in the speedster's hands, and he made do.
My goodness, that's a 34-yard screen to Holiday. They had it set up perfectly. They had the blockers up front.
I think they're going to say
flag.
Yeah, there's a flag, or we'll see if he stepped out of bounds. They're moving it back. That's an unfortunate penalty for the Tigers if it should be against them. And it looks like we'll get the call. So it'll be first down. All right, that's the end of the third quarter. We're moving into quarter number 4. We'll be back. We've got a barn burner here now in Huron. We'll be back after this. Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Playoff Football on Eagle 99.
Miller Super Value in Clyde is the place to shop for great savings on groceries. Each week, hundreds of items are discounted to help you save even more. Check out their expanded meat department. For a great supper, shop Miller's extensive deli for fried chicken, wings, great salads, and side dishes. Take and Big Pizza and fresh daily sushi are now available. Miller Super Value, your hometown grocery, is proud of our Clyde Fliers. Go Flyers!
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1, The Wolf, and 100.9 Coast Country. Stop into any of our convenient locations to check out the credit union difference. We offer checking account options with lots of perks, all with a free debit card, free online banking, and mobile banking, with the convenience of nationwide shared branching. Investing in our communities and our youth are what we're all about. Visit us at fremontfcu.com. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football.
Eagle 99.
Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right. Would you believe we're in a 7-point ball game? 12 minutes to go in this one. Clyde up 21-14, but the Huron Tigers have quick striked 2 scores within a few minutes with another interception. Now with the ball again. Cole Parker keeps it himself. He's going to go ahead and get tripped up this time. He'll pick up a few. No, they're not going to spot him with the first down. It'll be second down and about 1, just at about the inside the 45-yard line.
Basically no gain there. Nice job by the Clyde defense. Dylan Overmeyer, Walker Britt, and Logan Holmler all in on the tackle.
Cole Parker having a pretty good ball game now.
Having a great third quarter. Cole Parker.
Absolutely. 2 receivers at the far side, 2 to the near side. Lamb in the slot. Parker looking. There goes Holiday out to the left, and we're going to have probably a procedure penalty, and that's exactly what it is.
They look to be setting up a little screen, a little flare out to the flats for J.J. Holiday and let him work his magic out there is what they had going, but it looks like they jumped the gun a little bit on that play.
So bring the ball back to the near the almost the 50, just inside the 50-yard line. Yeah, I tell you what, he's got some speed to burn.
Yeah, J.J. Holiday does, yeah.
Holiday's saying, feed me, give me some more.
Give me that rock and give me some room.
On the other side, Clyde saying, we need to stop you. We want the ball back. So the Clyde Fliers with the lead, but Huron on the move. And here they're going to jet sweep it off to the left side. No, they're going to keep it to Cole Parker, and he's not going to get anywhere. They did a nice little fake there. They faked the jet sweep, caught me off surprise, but there's no gain. And now it will be instead of second down and 1 with that penalty, it's third down and 7.
I will say this for the Huron offense. It's the first time that I haven't seen Clyde's defensive front absolutely dominant this year. Like they're doing a nice job, but a lot of times they're tackling for losses. They're sacking the quarterback, and that's not the case tonight. So nice job by the Huron offensive line.
3rd and 7, 10.5 to go. Now they're bringing him out this way. They're looking. And they're going to throw the ball across the middle. It's going to be caught. And a first down. All the time in the world for Cole Parker. And who was in the reception? And it'll be a first down at the Clyde 33.
That looks like Noah Onko with the reception. And it looked like Jaden Johnson with the coverage on that.
Another touchdown by Bellevue, 28-15. The Bellevue Redmen on top of Kenton. 10 minutes to go in this one, and Huron is threatening to tie the football game. Here goes Staley on the jet sweep this time. No, there's going to be, again, Cole Parker. Nowhere to go. Trying to get that dive play to bust up the middle, Brad, and Clyde stops it twice. Actually throws that for a loss back to the 35.
Yeah, nice job by the defensive front there. We were just talking about that a little bit earlier, but that's a situation where they blew the gap and tackled Cole Parker for a loss.
So they bring Holiday off the field. And they go second down 11, 21-14, 9:20 to go. And into the ball game. Looks like Keandre Moore. We'll double check it. Number 28. Again, here comes Delaney in motion. Looking. They're going to throw across the middle. It's going to be caught at the 20 and getting tackled down inside the 17-yard line. Again, they got the ball this time to Staley. So Staley running, not a pick play, but a little bit of a slant off another route and able to get open in 1st and 10 down to the Clyde, we're going to say 18-yard line. Now they are in the Fremont floor covering red zone again here in this second half, 8:52 and counting.
Yeah, Huron doing a really nice job of those little short drag passes right over the middle, getting Staley action from right to left and hitting them in stride.
Who's got a barn burner here now? The Tigers looking. They're going to keep it. You'll throw it over here. It's going to be caught down at the 10-yard line as it's picked up by Delaney. Delaney just on a little slant, and that'll be to the 10-yard line, Pickup of 8 makes it second down. And we'll say a long 2 at the 10. Definitely in the red zone, getting ready to get into short and goal.
Huron did a great job of keeping Clyde's defense off balance with a different play call.
They have been great play calls here in the third quarter and moving into the fourth. Delaney, they fake it. They go up the middle this time, and it's going to be spinning into the end zone. Touchdown by Holiday. Holiday spun a little bit like a bowling pin, and he gets into the end zone for the score. 10-yard run by Holiday.
Oh, he bounced off. There was 2 or 3 Clyde defenders that could have made the tackle, but he shoved one off. He spun around, and then he tripped and pushed his way into the end zone for an 8-yard TD run. And, John, we're going to have, barring, considering the extra point's good, we're going to have ourselves a tie ball game.
All right, here's the extra point at 7:55 in this ball game. There's a snap. There's a kick. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So our in-game scoreboard by Fremont Athletic, we are all tied. 7:55 to go in this, and we'll get back here and get ready for the kickoff to Clyde after this on Eagle 99.
Frickers has just what you want, everyday values. Monday, boneless frickin' chicken wings. Tuesday, traditional frickin' chicken wings. Wednesday, steak day at Frickers. Thursday, frickin' chicken chunks. Whether it's dine-in, carry-out, delivery, or order online at frickers.com. Everyday values are available at only one place. Dine-in, carry-out, delivery, and new at Frickers. Order online at frickers.com.
Crown Battery, locally owned and operated, is pleased to support tonight's teams and takes this time to wish them luck for a successful season. The staff at Crown Battery recognizes the importance of teamwork both in and out of the classroom. That is why everyone at Crown Battery is a proud sponsor of not only tonight's broadcast, but a proud sponsor and contributor to our community, its athletic programs, and its educational infrastructure. Good luck and thank you from all the staff at Crown Battery, supplying you power since 1926.
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football. Eagle 99. Eagle 99 WFRO.
Back at Memorial Stadium, Huron and Clyde tied at 21. There's a kickoff. It's high. It will be fielded at the 14 to the 20. Looking up the middle, Locher's going to step away. He's going to spin and move, and he's going to get plowed at the 25-yard line. Clyde will have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This game is tied. Bellevue up 35-14 in the third quarter. Looking pretty good right now for the Bellevue Redmen. Obviously, as we had talked about, it was a big lead for Shelby, 49-19 in the fourth quarter.
Well, you can feel the energy on the Huron sideline right now.
Absolutely.
I mean, they have a second life right now. They're playing well. They're playing well defensively.
As we said in the pregame, they've not lost. They don't know what defeat feels like. Let's see if this Clyde team is growing up here and how they respond. 3 receivers to the far side. Daniels. Now they're creeping up in the box a little bit more. Here comes Daniels. Nowhere to go. So playing with a little bit more fervor are the Huron Tigers. I think they feel if we get the ball back, and whenever we get the ball, we can score.
Yeah, that was Jacob Lamb again and Luke Lagondo in there making big tackles for Huron. And like I said, they're just playing on another level right now that we didn't see in the first half.
Tied at 21, Clyde with the football. Very important drive for them, to say the least. Field announcers are very excited here, as they should be. Cook looking to throw. He's rolling right. And he's going to throw it deep for Wilson, and it's overthrown. They had Wilson double covered in the backside.
And Cook's throwing that on the run. He's running pretty, I wouldn't say full speed, but he's running pretty well to get away from the defense. And that's tough to throw, moving right, throwing across your body, trying to hit Wilson on a dead sprint who's covered really well by the Huron defensive backs.
That particular play, the way that it developed, if Jaden Cook pump fakes and takes off running, he gets the first down. Yeah. This is a big third down play in this football game. Remember, there's 7:09 to go. Guy with 2 receivers out to the far side. I would blitz right here. Let's see what Cook is going to do. They're showing blitz. Lamb is showing blitz. Cook rolling those right. He's looking over here. He's going to throw it. It's going to be intercepted. And that is an awful big pick for the Huron Tigers. Not sure who got it.
That was
Homer.
Dylan Holler from Huron that cut in front of that out pattern. Jaden Cook again rolling right, trying to hit Brady Wilson on the sideline cut, and Holler just cut right in front of that and took it back a few yards. Huron has to be feeling really good about where they're at right now.
Well, the Tigers down 14-0 at half. They have outscored Clyde 21-7.
It is
here in this second half.
Different Huron football team in the second half.
3 receivers to the near, one on the far side. Cole Parker, now keep it himself. He gets hit and dropped. He'll pick up maybe one. So that run would be a pickup of maybe a half a yard. They're going to still spot it around the 34. So here's a moment of truth, my friend, right here.
Clyde's defensive front has played really well all year, and if they need to play well on this is a big series for them to stop Huron.
3 receivers on the near side. Again, Onko in the slot. Keep an eye on him. Cole Parker looking. He hands off to Holiday to the left side. He's going to spin the corner. He's got the corner. He'll get a first down, and he'll get knocked down about the 23-yard line. He's going to pick up about 11. And it should be a first down for J.J. Holiday.
And again, he got tripped up by the feet as he was moving along that left sideline, but there was some green in front of him if they don't get him down there by the shoestring.
Hey, I tell you what, this senior-laden squad by Huron, they don't want to lose this game, right? And they're playing like it. Clyde, again, replacing 18 of 22 starters growing up through the season, but this is their biggest challenge. Can they stay in this football game here and completely, at least emotionally, in control? Delaney to the left side, he spins, he gets hit, and he'll spin and turn and keep his feet going, and then Clyde will go ahead and set him back. He'll get maybe to the 19, a pickup of 4. And that'll be second down, and we'll call it a second down and 6, maybe 7.
And that's a nice job by Delaney to avoid a loss because the Clyde defender had him by the shirt, and he was able to at least get some positive yardage on that play.
A couple of Clyde Fliers out there limping around. Primarily, it looks like Walker Britt for Clyde is moving pretty slow. Cole Parker saying, let me get in the end zone one more time, folks. And he's rolling to the right. He's looking. He's going to go ahead and run. He's going to get hit, and he will not get the first down. They'll drop him at about the 16. Pickup of 3. They'll make a third down, and we'll call it about 4.
That was Noah Perkins coming in to make the play for the Clyde Fliers, a name we haven't called a lot.
Okay. Big third down play. Not sure about the special teams for Huron. I haven't looked at the stats for them if they have a kicker that could come in and kick a field goal if they get 4th and 4 or 5. We'll see what happens. But right now, thinking end zone. 2 to the far, 2 to the near. Lamb and Delaney here to the near side. Cole Parker looking for the snap. He's going to play action fake. He's looking. He's going to keep it himself. He throws it in the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Great defensive play, but one of the Clyde linebackers got a hand up. I believe it was Overmeyer.
Jerem Bolger, number 26, actually jumped up and got that because he was trying to drop it to his inside receiver, slot receiver, that was cutting over the middle.
All right, here we go, guys. Looks like Abram Fortune is coming out to attempt a field goal. And this will be from the 23. So it'll be a 33-yard field goal. Chance to take the lead. 4:35. There's the kick. It's up. It's to the left, and it is no good. They do not convert. Now, Clyde defense stands, and they're going to give their offense one more chance to see if they can come down. And that field goal, no good. Oh, what an opportunity for the Huron Tigers.
Yeah, just push that. That was way right on that. So that was not close, but it gives Clyde a little bit of life. You can see there, that's the first time, I think, in the second half, outside of Jaden Cook's TD run, that I've seen any emotion coming out of that sideline over there. So let's see if they can turn that around and take it down the field against Huron.
Daniels to the left. Ball spotted right at the 20 for the Flyers. Give to Daniels, right side. Spins by one, spins again, turns, and he's going to get knocked down right about the 25-yard line. Pickup of almost 5.
Yeah, nice job getting that push, creating holes for Daniels as he's done all night. He's well over 100 yards rushing for Clyde.
4:13 and counting. Clyde with 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. And that is Wilson. Now, Wilson was out on the sideline. Now he's going to come in about 5 yards. Man-to-man coverage on Wilson. They give to Daniels. Head down. He powers forward. I tell you what, he dragged 2 or 3 with him to about the 28. That was a very strong run by Daniels. And remember, he hasn't carried the ball a lot in the second half.
No, not a whole lot, because like you said before, he doesn't have Clyde hasn't had the ball a lot in the second half. But again,
except for the first drive.
Except for that first drive. But Jacob Lamb and that was Caden Yates on the tackle for Clyde.
Third and 1. 3rd and 1 for Clyde, moving right to left. We are tied at 21 here. Your Fremont Athletic Supply in-game scoreboard with 3:28 to go in this football game. Jaden Cook, they're showing blitz. And I tell you what, Daniels powers his way for the first one. That was a big boy play by the running back from Clyde. He got hit in the backfield and just drove forward to get the first. That's a big first down.
Yeah, Quinn Spitzley from Huron came up and met Daniels probably a yard behind the line of scrimmage, and Daniels was able to push through that and get a first down.
1st and 10, 3:13 to go. Nobody in panic mode right now, either side. Tied at 21. We could be seeing overtime. Cook looking. He's looking deep. He throws it deep again. And this time it's going to be, it looks like it's intercepted again. It's joint possession. And they're going to give it to Huron.
Staley again for Huron with a huge play. And actually, it was double covered. Wilson was double covered on that. And Staley actually probably had a little more right to that ball. And
yeah,
where
I think
it was
he did.
thrown,
Yep.
and when he came down, he had the majority of the possession. Wilson was crafty enough to try to grab a hold and make it sort of a contested interception. But Staley definitely had that, and that's a tough break for Clyde.
You felt like the way this had been played out, that Clyde runs the ball, they run down, they go ahead and score, and they win this game. Huron with another attempt here, guys. They missed a field goal at the 4:31 mark here with just under 3 minutes. They've got the ball again. What a shootout between these two teams. And what do we have on the field? Coach Carter out on the sideline saying something.
My guess is he's probably debating the fact that should be a catch. Jump ball, tie ball goes to the offense. But from our perspective up here, it really did appear that Huron had more control of that ball.
On the way down.
Yeah.
All right, 2:57 to go in this one. 3 receivers to the near, 1 to the far side. Huron Tigers moving left to right, and Parker's looking. He's flushing the pocket, and he's going to get sacked all the way back to the 10-yard line. Wow.
Man, that was Robbie Greenslade along with, a host of Clyde players. Blue Norman was in there. Walker Britt was in there. Just a bunch of Clyde players. You could have picked a number. He was under
and
siege.
Parker wanted to dump it, but he just couldn't get it off.
No, he had no chance. When he was running as hard as he could, he just couldn't get his body turned to make a throw.
So the Clyde defense steps up. Are we sinking overtime here, my friend?
Well,
2:17. It's tied at 21.
2nd and 22 makes it tough on Huron's
Well, we've
offense.
seen the Huron Tigers throw 30-yard pass plays pretty quickly, so let's see what happens here.
And pull Parker's legs.
All right, so Parker looking for the snap. He's going to keep it himself. There he goes. He's going to get it, but he's only going to pick up a few. He's going to get it to about the 18. To about the 18-yard line. And we're going to have a timeout. Clyde with the timeout. I believe we paid the bills here, if I'm not mistaken.
Probably a smart timeout by Clyde because it's 3rd and 22. So they're thinking that if they don't get this, they punt the ball and they could get the field, field position. Really good spot.
All right, so another updated score. Thanks to Kyle Knight, 42-15, Bellevue at the end of the 3. So Bellevue looks like they're all over Kenton. They're going to take on the winner of Keystone and Van Wert. They'll have that game at home. And the other side on this one, the winner of this one is going to go to Shelby to take on the Whippets. 1:55 to go in this ball game. 21-21, 3rd down and 19 at the 18. Wow, what a good ball game here tonight, my friend.
Heck of a game so far, and it's not over yet. It is not over.
Well, it's not over till we get another score for sure, right?
Yeah.
Okay, big third down play for the Tigers. They've got the ball. We're tied at 21, 1:55 to go.
Quick update, third quarter, Van Wert 32 and LaGrange 29.
Oh, wow, another close one there. One of those two will be going into Bellevue next week. All right, so look at Holiday's right next to Parker. Keep an eye on him. And they're going to fake. They're rolling. He's in trouble. He's got to throw it away. The Clyde defense comes in and gets all over Parker. Incomplete. Fourth down. They're going to have to punt the football.
Yeah, 27, Noah Perkins, Blue Norman back there. Walker Britt chasing him down and just had no choice but to dump that pass and throw it away. So a minute 50. Here we go.
So in 1 minute, Huron runs 3 plays. They go negative 17. Then they gain 8, and then they go out and they got to punt the football. Clyde will get the ball back. Both these teams, just amazing. And there's the kick. It's going to be caught. And what we're going to have here, and there's going to be a penalty against Huron. The Clyde guy caught the ball and got drilled by the Huron special teamer, and Clyde will have the ball 1st and 10 in Huron territory. Jaden Cook, the junior, obviously got hurt, came back. He's got 1, 2. He's got at least 2 interceptions, 3 interceptions tonight. And they're still tied at 21. So that gives you a little bit of credit on the Clyde side. 15-yard personal foul. Like Huron's had multiple opportunities here to win this football game.
And they really have to be quite, kind of kick themselves when they had the ball to 1 yard and couldn't get it in the first half. But, yeah, Clyde, after that penalty, it looked like he didn't give them that halo to catch the football.
No, he didn't.
So that's 15 yards tacked on. So they're going to have the ball. Clyde's going to have the ball at the 32-yard line with, a minute 43.
So right now, Clyde with the football, tied at 21, 1:43 to go. All about execution. Daniels, ball, breaks the tackle. No, not this time. No gain.
And that was Jacob Lamb breaking through the line. He's been everywhere tonight. He's the one that was injured, and he kind of walked slowly off, and you could tell he's hurting. Great tackle for a loss.
Clyde quick, the line of scrimmage, 28 seconds to go on the play clock. We're at 1:23 to go. You would think that maybe the Flyers would go ahead to Wilson and do a little possession passing just to come down the field a little bit.
A little out pass.
Yeah, I would call that. And they're looking. He's going into the end zone, and it's going to be caught. Touchdown, Clyde! Oh, my.
Oh, my goodness.
I believe it was Nuffs. Griffin Nuffs gets the score from Jaden Cook, and Cook redeems himself with a primetime pass into the end zone. Touchdown, Clyde.
Oh, that was beautiful. You had Dylan Holler and Cole Parker both running down that sideline, trying to stay with Knopf and Wilson, and Knopf slipped behind Holler, and Cook threw it on the money, dropped it right in the basket. Touchdown, Clyde. 27-21 with a minute 05 to go. Extra point coming, John.
Very big extra point for Sidney Holman of the Clyde Fliers. 1:05 to go in this one. The winner's going down to Shelby. Looking for the snap. There's a kick. There's a hold. It's up and over end. And Sidney Holman says, I'll take one more. The Clyde Fliers find themselves up 28-21 with 1:05 to go.
Looks like we have a flag, John, here.
All right. Well, if it's a flag and it's against Huron, that will help Clyde because they're not kicking the ball deep tonight at all.
Yeah, push it 5 or 10 yards.
What a great ball game here. This second half has been as good as you could expect.
It's a personal foul.
Personal foul.
That's probably 15 yards. With
Elijah Perkins. Elijah Perkins, a sophomore, unfortunately, with a penalty that's going to hurt his team a little bit.
Yeah, with the kickoff and the way Clyde has been kicking the ball off, Huron could have had the ball probably about the 40-yard line, but now they're going to kick off 15 yards further. So definitely going to make things tougher with a minute 05 here.
So the change of events right here at the 4:31 mark. After Huron gets a Clyde interception, they march down, try a 33-yard field goal. The Clyde defense held. No good. Clyde gets the ball back, throws another interception at 2:57. Then they go 3 and out, have to punt. Clyde comes down in 2 plays, and they score. And they take a 28-21 lead. And Huron's going to get the football here deep in their own territory with 1:05 to go. I mean, back and forth here tonight between the Huron Tigers undefeated winners of the B division of the SBC Division IV. Clyde, obviously, they were 3-3 this year.
Yeah,
in league play.
The momentum of this game, the swings in momentum have been like off the charts.
We've seen it.
Ways.
We've seen it all tonight between both these squads. And Cook will kick off. And where are we going with it? They're going to kick it. It's going to be fielded by Lamb. He almost steps in the end zone. He comes out of the 1 at the 10 to the 15, and he'll get dropped. He's still moving, and he's going to get dropped finally as he keeps his feet moving, fighting for his life down to the 21. The Tigers will have 79 yards to go in 56 seconds to tie this game, or score and go for 2 to win. They have an injured player.
Jacob Lamb again. He's just beaten up tonight, and he's played well.
You take the number of hits that he's taken
and given hits, yeah.
That's a kid right there that needs a massage tomorrow.
Yeah, he's struggling.
A pretty big ice pack. Yeah, he's in pretty good pain there. And we wish him the best because obviously he has been a great player for the Huron Tigers. Tigers trying to keep their undefeated season alive here and find a way down to Shelby to take on the Whippets. Clyde, they look like they were done.
Really the way
they looked like they were done, right?
Middle of that second half, you just felt Huron completely changing the way this game was heading, and they did. And Clyde was able to come back and punch it in. 3 interceptions by Clyde in the second half. Those are all in the first half. Those are 2-minute drives, 3-minute drives. Take time off the clock, keep Huron's offense off the field. Didn't happen. The Tigers kept on getting fed the ball, and they kept on coming down. But that missed field goal hurt for sure. But that touchdown by Cook to Nuffs was a spectacular play for a guy that's thrown 3 interceptions. You would think would be a little shy. Yeah.
Throwing the ball like that in this point of a ball game, but Clyde gets it. And right now Lamb is being helped out by his trainers, and he is definitely...
He's at least walking.
Yeah.
He doesn't appear to be limping, so it looks like it may be more of an upper body injury, if anything. But, yeah, he's played a heck of a football game tonight for Huron both ways.
Senior Cole Parker, he's got 79 yards and 56 seconds to go. Huron. Every play really important right now, especially how much time on the clock.
Yep, and Huron has 3 timeouts to work with as well.
They do. They've not really played a possession passing game at all tonight. It's all been deep. Let's see what Parker's going to do. He's got 3 receivers on the near side moving left to right. He's rolling to the right. And he's being flushed out of the pocket. There he goes again. He misses one. Here he goes. He's going to run at the 20. He's going to jute to the outside and gets knocked out of bounds. Robbie Greenslade almost had him at the 5, and he ran for his life to pick up 5 yards. Maybe they're going to spot him a little bit more. They're going to give him about 7. And they're going to spot him at the 27, so that'd be a pickup of 6. And he ran about 40 yards on that play.
Yeah, and right now, the Clyde defense, that defensive front along with a linebacker or 2, they're just pinning their ears back, and they're saying, we're going to make Cole Parker move, and if he's going to throw deep, he's going to have to do it on a run.
2nd down and 5, they say. A little bit shorter than that. Again, 3 receivers to this near side. Here comes number 2 in motion. He's looking. He's going to be hit. The ball's up in the air, and it's going to be intercepted. And the Clyde Fliers are going to put this one away as he got pounded from behind. Somebody got him, and the Flyers with an interception. Looks like that they've punched their ticket to Shelby for next week.
Yeah, that was Noah Perkins on the interception, number 27 for Clyde. Parker got hit. Ball kind of went up in the air real high. Probably went up, 30 feet, but it only went about 10 yards. And actually, that interception by Perkins, he was running backwards away from the quarterback.
He was.
And he came down and dove and caught the ball. And like you said, that pretty much will wrap things up for Clyde. Even though Huron has 3 timeouts left, 40 seconds left, I don't think that's going to matter.
No. Wow.
But this has been a game. We expected a game like this, John, coming in.
I just have one question. Where is Mike Martin when you need him?
Yeah, I don't know where he's at. He's special assignment.
Yeah, he's special assignment. All right, here we go. Clyde's going to run the ball, and that's going to keep the clock running, and they'll take a timeout.
Well, John, it's
2-yard pickup.
So many different changes in terms of momentum. Like the way the game started, you thought Clyde was in control, and then by the time the second half started and Huron turned, you thought Huron was in complete control, and you're like, Clyde's in trouble.
Definitely
just back and forth.
Well, you got to remember, Clyde's MO is we are a grinder, and when they had that first drive of the second half, Brad, and they could not get anything, and they turned it over, and Huron came down and scored. It's like, okay, Huron did a good job against Clyde. Clyde started wanting to pass the football.
Well, that's when I think Cook broke it open. That long TD run, I thought that's huge, you know, for Clyde, because the way Huron moved that ball down the field, you're like, man, that looked pretty good. And then Clyde did that, and you're like, well, now let's see what Huron has. And then boom, they come right back down.
Right. Yeah.
So, Parker, ultra impressed with Cole Parker and how he handles himself out here with his legs and his arms. And he's done a really nice job.
But the Clyde defensive front did tonight here late what they did last week. They were not going to let that quarterback take them out. And that was a huge play. Yeah. Now let's see what they're going to do here. All right, 34 seconds to go. Not over yet. Jaden Cook, 2 more timeouts. And he's going to hand off to Daniels. He's going to keep his feet moving, gets across down to about the inside the 25.
John, it's funny, too, because I remember probably, toward the end of the third quarter, I was talking about the Clyde defense front. Right. I said, they haven't played bad, but they haven't done their normal where they kind of dominate an offensive line. And then, like you said, until these last several possessions by Shelby or by Huron here, and they've really struggled to handle that front.
Think about it. You had 3 interceptions. Every time your defense is back on the field, you're feeling, oh no. You've got to try and find it. But kids are resilient. And they get the interception by Perkins, and they go ahead, and that missed field goal gave them life. When that missed field goal happened, they were elated. You had said it yourself. There's the first time we've seen emotion from Clyde since the beginning. The beginning of third quarter. Here they go. And in that case, they come down and throw another interception. And you said the mood swings or the emotions have just gone back and forth. But Jaden Cook, the junior, kind of grew up on that touchdown pass. And there you go. Here's the last play for Huron. Clyde's got third down. They can't stop the clock. Clyde showing a man in motion. Berger. This would be a huge win for Clyde if they hang on to win this football game.
It'll be huge.
Against an undefeated team like Huron, they hand off to Daniels, and he gets hit and dropped. And that's the last time out for the Tigers. So it's going to be 4th down and 3 at the 24-yard line.
So we're kind of breaking things down. So if they get the first down, game's over, obviously. Right. They don't get the first down, you're probably looking at Huron having about 23, 24 seconds
left.
No timeouts. And if they don't get it, they're going to have to go 75 yards.
Right.
So I've seen stranger things happen. We've seen stranger things happen. So you never hate to say, you hate to say that it's over. But things are looking pretty bleak, but there's still that glimmer of hope for Huron, especially when you have a guy like Cole Parker.
Here we go. 4th down and a long 3. Clyde's got to get definitely to the 21, solid on the 21 to get the first down. They've not run wide once tonight at all.
I'd be surprised Mike Daniels ain't carrying his football.
Actually, I don't know if Daniels is in there. Let's see. Jaden Cook with the ball. He hands off, and it's going to be Daniels. He puts his head down, and I tell you what, he's going to get the first down, and that will be it. Spot the ball, and it's going to be a knee for the Flyers, and they're going to win this football game. What a battle between Clyde and undefeated Huron here tonight, and the Tigers just came out in the second half with I am not giving up, and they tied it up, but they had an opportunity but could not cash in. And this Clyde team just a little bit more resilient when it mattered, I guess, and it will be a first down for them.
And the clock's running.
They're going to stop it now.
I'll tell you what, Jen, this has been the best second half, best half of football I've seen all year.
By far. Now, an update here. Bellevue is going to win. They're up 50-15. 50-15 with 5:45 to go. So the Bellevue Redmen will be taking on Van Wert-Keystone. We're not quite sure who won that one, but they'll be at home. Clyde, on the other hand, is going to travel down to Shelby to take on the Whippets, the number 2 seeded team in the region, with a chance, if they win, to get into the regional finals for the second year in a row. So they're going to celebrate on the field, and we're going to call it right now. Your final here, Division IV, Region 14 quarterfinals. The Clyde Fliers hang on to win late, 28-21 over the Huron Tigers. We'll be back with some post-game comments and notes for you after this. I'm glad you've been with us. Remind you that you have been listening to Fremont Federal Credit Union Playoff Football on Eagle 99, part of the BAS Sports Network.
Hi, it's Eagle 99 and 92 on the Wolf Sports Director Kyle Knight for Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont. When it comes to outfitting the sports staff here at the radio station, we go to Juan and Athletic Supply. Athletic Supply offers us affordable prices on shirts and pullovers and handles all the custom embroidery. No matter what your sport, football, basketball, baseball, soccer, or volleyball, you'll find the equipment and clothing you need to make you look good and play good. So get in the game at Athletic Supply in downtown Fremont.
Members save more at Friendship. Register for your Friendship loyalty card today and enjoy member perks like free coffee Mondays and member promotions on great items like Rockstar 16-ounce cans, 3 for $3.77, where with every purchase, members get entered for a chance to win an Xbox One collector's console, plus everyday great deals on Muddy Buddy and Gardetto chips, 2 for $4, Hostess singles, 2 for $3, and 20-ounce Coke bottles, 3 for $4. Stop in today. Friendship, you're always welcome.
Save big and give your home a makeover at Fremont Floor Covering. Fall savings on in-stock flooring. Carpet rolls starting at 79 cents a square foot. Waterproof flooring starting at $2.69 a square foot. Ceramic and porcelain tile at $1.69 a square foot. Carpet tile starting at $1.50 a square foot. Remnants up to 50% off, and cash and carry savings on special order products. Stop into Fremont Floor Covering today for quality floor covering at affordable prices. Financing available. Fremont Floor Covering, near North Front and State Streets.
Miller Super Value in Clyde is the place to shop for great savings on groceries. Each week, hundreds of items are discounted to help you save even more. Check out their expanded meat department. For a great supper, shop Miller's extensive deli for fried chicken, wings, great salads, and side dishes. Take and Big Pizza and fresh daily sushi are now available. Miller Super Value, your hometown grocery, is proud of our Clyde Fliers. Go Flyers!
Fremont Federal Credit Union High School Football.
Eagle 99.
Eagle 99 WFRO.
All right, welcome back here. Our final here in Division IV, Region 14 quarterfinals at Huron at Mucci Field here at Memorial Stadium. My goodness, what a ball game we had here. It was 14-0 at half. Clyde with a commanding lead. They took the ball. They marched down the field. They couldn't convert. Huron lit a fire. They came back, tied it. Clyde came back with a 70-yard touchdown run, went up. Huron came back and tied it again. They both had opportunities late. Clyde holds on, and it's a touchdown pass to Griffin Nuffs for the Flyers. A 32-yard pass with about a minute to go. And the Clyde Flyers hold on to win 28-21. We'll remind you that Frozone is our post-game sponsor. And also remind you that it has been Sunrise Cooperative all season long that has gone ahead and sponsored the touchdowns. Every touchdown ball game, they sponsor $100 towards Fueling the Cure, which are plant-based options to actually help find new alternatives to cancer treatments. And for that, we thank them. They're at least at the $30,000 mark or more for the year. Thank you so much, Sunrise Cooperative, with that. But we're going to take a timeout. We'll come back and give you the scoring, and we'll find a way to get ourselves out of here. It's been a unbelievable football game here tonight. We're so glad to bring it to you here tonight again on Eagle 99. So stay tuned for our post-game show as we continue here.
Tonight's postgame show is brought to you by Frozone Frozen Yogurt, Tiffin's spot for premium frozen yogurt. We'll head back to the stadium after this on the BAS Sports Radio Network.
Are you craving something sweet? Maybe salty? Check out Frozone in downtown Tiffin. It's a fun spot to meet up with family and friends. At Frozone, you can create your own masterpiece with 12 different flavors of frozen yogurts and more than 30 yummy toppings. Finish your creation off with hot fudge, caramel, or peanut butter sauce, and then dig in with our magical spoons. Frozone Frozen Yogurt, located at 114 South Washington Street in Tiffin. Open 7 days a week. Make sure to like and follow Frozone Tiffin on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, I'm Tony Camilleri, CEO of the Fremont Federal Credit Union. We are proud to again sponsor high school sports on Eagle 99, 92.1, the Wolf, and 100.9 Coast Country. Stop into any of our convenient locations to check out the credit union difference. We offer checking account options with lots of perks, all with a free debit card, free online banking, and mobile banking, with the convenience of nationwide shared branching. Investing in our communities and our youth are what we're all about. Visit us at fremontfcu.com. Membership eligibility required, federally insured by NCUA.
We'll take you from where you are to where you want to be. 'Cause radio works. The radio works.
The importance and benefits of marketing to consumers in the communities where they live, work, and consume brands cannot be underestimated, and research has proven time and again that.
So Kyle Knight, John